have seedless watermelon.
National Watermelon Day.
Come on. It's showtime.
13 after 6. Well, the phone was ringing while we were waiting to come out of the break. Something wrong? Did we do something wrong? We usually don't get. Let's see if this is.
Beth from Dublin, probably.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, hi. Who's this?
This is Cranky.
Hey, man.
This is Cranky.
What's
Craig,
going on?
what's up?
Am I on the air?
Yes,
you are.
Okay, well, I'll try to keep it clean then.
All right.
Hey, listen, I just heard you talking about your ultrasound and that you picked up some gas X.
Yes.
Now, let me just tell you this. This is where I'm absolutely serious. I'm not. It's no joke. You need to take it as directed.
I did.
This is not one of those things where, well, if one's good, two will even be better, because I overdosed on that 2 years ago,
Oh.
thinking just one is going to be, two would be better than one.
Mhm.
And I almost died.
Whoa.
I almost died from it. And they should have more warning labels on that stuff than they do. So just a word to the wise and word to a good friend. I'd hate to see something happen to you. Just, take it easy on that stuff. And you don't want to take it on an empty stomach. And I know you're on an empty stomach because you're fasting.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I did. I had to start yesterday with food, so I'm good there. And I did
Okay,
not. I
well-
know I did not take more than they told me to.
okay, well, just, all kidding aside, I am not joking at all. Just don't overdo that. It will get you. It did almost kill me. So anyhow, good luck with your test, and good morning to everybody, and hope you all have a great week.
Thank you, guy. I appreciate it.
Take care.
They're just checking to make sure everything is healing right, I guess.
Right. It's just a follow up to your big deal surgery of a couple of weeks ago.
Yes. It is. God, I don't even want to see the news. David Blackman's got a good piece today. He'll be our guest this afternoon on Happy Hour from 3:30 to 5 as we explore the ever-growing, never-ending American idiocracy. Here is a interesting note, because there's been a ton of fallout since the Fauci hearing last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this in my Facebook feed. Steve Scott. I remember several people commenting how dumb people were for not getting the vaccine, especially online, but in person as well. I remember people being forced against their will to take the shot. I remember being called a danger to society for not taking it. I know somebody that was called a murderer for not taking it. I remember, I remember people having their livelihoods threatened for not taking it. I remember more and more, and I have a lot to say about this. And if you're not included in any of the above, it won't be talking about you. Those that are included in the things I listed above, which I don't see. But the comments, again, this is why Fauci deserves to squirm on the hot seat.
He was squirming, all right.
One of his responders, somebody named Sharon, says, I was ridiculed daily for not taking the jab. I'm so glad I didn't cave in and get it. So many people waited and didn't want to get it, but did because of peer pressure. Then when they did, they were on me like white on rice. Now who's quiet? And there's a million more stories like that out there. Good morning. Who is this? Another call?
It is Beth from Dublin.
It is.
I'm just a little late, but I wanted to comment a little bit about what you just said about the Fauci trial last week and then the shots. And I'll say we took them. And one of the things, I was diagnosed with breast cancer 2 years ago. And so one of the things that my doctor asked me, one of my doctors did, was, did I take the shot?
Oh.
And I said, yes. And he said, okay. So he, kind of thinking, okay, that the breast cancer, because there was a spike when I went to my oncologist of the cases of breast cancer and in young people. And so, of course, we were told to take the shot and told to do whatever, and of course we did. And so, I was just mortified with what he was, what Fauci did and all this, and, just how it just risked our lives of, doing things. And so it really upset me listening to a lot of that.
Sure, there's situations like yours. Not to mention, I hate to keep going back to this one thing, but it really touched me at the time. That was the guy, and he was a listener who opened the putt-putt up in Wetumpka.
Yeah.
But they shut everything down because God knows playing putt-putt will kill you.
Exactly. And I don't think if this, God forbid, I hope it never happens again, but if it does, I don't think they're going to shut everything down like they did before.
Oh,
because it was
Never
a
underestimate.
tsunami.
Never underestimate. They're going to try this again. They're going to try this again.
Oh yeah. And I hope you come out great on your test and everything, and just it'll be over with before you know it.
As long as there's no math, I should do fine on the test.
Well, you just let us know. Keep us posted. Take care. Y'all have a good week.
Thank you, Beth. And now we welcome to our microphones.
Hey, good morning. Thank you. I'll bring them. Suffer through today with the mouse. I'll bring one in tomorrow because we have replacements, but they're all wireless.
Oh,
And I don't know where the dongles are. It's a fun word. I don't know where the dongles are.
Hey, you watch your language. Okay?
It's a fun
we have
word.
kids listening to the show.
Dongle.
On National Grab Some
Dongle.
Nuts Day.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That could-
exactly what it is.
I'd rather grab a dongle.
That could put you in jail.
Today is a big day for Major League Baseball. By the way,
Hey, what a big weekend for. I guess we're going to talk about it.
yeah,
The Dodgers trade.
the rich get richer.
Good God.
They're going to be tough. They're going to be tough to take down. They'll probably win 3 in a row.
3 players for 1.
But baseball can always surprise you.
Been very, very good to me.
But one of our biscuits got traded as part of a deal.
Yes.
Aiden Smith.
Mhm.
I remember announcing
that
that
name.
name when I did the
Mhm.
the booth that one day.
I know
Way back. God, that was the most nervous day of the whole year for me, even more than the surgery. So, there'll be a lot of teams moving players around.
Today's the last day, right?
You think
It is 5 o'clock. In fact, Blackman is a huge baseball fan. So, in addition,
Because I know what you'll be talking about this afternoon.
to political analysis or news analysis, and he's got some great stuff on his blog today. We will be keeping, because most of the trades happen in the last half hour.
so? You were saying to me, you think Alex is going to do something big?
I think the Braves are going to pick up a couple of players.
Okay.
And they need to. They need some starters.
Boy, the Braves are doing great right now. So, the Yankees won yesterday too.
Yeah, I was surprised because they can't hit. Judge is out. They scored 1 or 2 or 3 runs a game, and unless the pitcher's throwing a shutout or close to it, they have no chance. I don't know what it is. They're paying those guys a ton. And as I like to say, they couldn't hit a bull in the butt with a bass fiddle. It's just kind of pathetic. 622. Any other weekend highlights?
I
I watched a movie with Rich that I had heard about and never
you
seen.
finally saw Night Shift. from
Oh,
1980
wow. Good
1982.
God. That
Yeah.
goes back.
Boy, there are some funny lines in that movie.
Loved Henry Winkler. He
It's a-
was perfectly cast in that. But I got to tell you, there's something about Michael Keaton in certain roles where I just want to
Oh,
hit him with a.
I was okay with that. I mean, that's his character demanded that kind of.
He did a movie not that long ago where he plays, he's of age. He plays the father of a daughter. He owns an art gallery.
Mm-hmm.
He and the daughter have the strange thing, and you can understand why she's annoyed with him because, and I was totally sympathetic to her because he just played that character too much, too over the top. But
He was in that McDonald's movie. The founder, yeah.
yeah,
He was playing what? Croc, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't bad in that. It he wasn't as annoying as he can be, but in night shift, he was just, oh God.
Hey, feed mayo to tuna,
Yeah.
and then says
Save, just put it in the can. You got tuna salad.
that's right. Says make a note. Call Starkist.
The bit with the morgue was good. Richard Belzer is a gangster. That was kind of campy. That's an early 80s movie.
Yeah,
So that was before he played Batman.
right.
Oh yeah.
I like him. I'm not throwing him under the bus.
And for Ron Howard, it was pre-Splash.
Yeah, there it was.
Yeah, it was very early.
And pre-Apollo 13 and all that.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
This was his first major directorial debut type thing.
We
He had
did
done
take,
one other film before that, but this was his big one.
I saw Dennis Franz in just one scene where the police were,
Mm-hmm.
on the scene.
And Belzer was in there.
Yeah.
He was one of the bad guys. One of the bosses of the pimps.
So coming up later this morning, how Little Debbie Snack Cakes uncovered a $17,000 fraud situation. About that, abusing a beloved American brand.
I haven't had a Little Debbie and
Yeah, me either.
a Twinkie, a thing like that. I haven't had that in forever.
I've trained myself to zoom past that section of food outlets.
Yeah.
Stay away
Man.
from Little Debbie.
Picked up
It's
some
illegal.
great ribeyes and chuck eye steaks yesterday at Food Outlet
Yeah.
in the weekly grocery shop, and Surefine chocolate milk, which is my new.
I love chocolate milk.
It is.
I always keep a Easter quart in the fridge.
I
I saw there was a shooting on the Eastern Boulevard yesterday.
there was a shooting on McGee Road too that even the mayor and the police chief came out to look into.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't want to engage anybody. Oh, also, we have an incredibly important birthday today. Somebody who's been a big part of what we do here, the guy that sponsors the Idiocracy broadcast, the guy who has made us all look and feel good as new, maybe better.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Donnie Turner.
Hey.
Happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
What a guy.
Yes, sir.
I don't know anybody that works harder than that man. And when you consider some of the things he's been through the last few years, he just
Oh my gosh.
never ceases to amaze.
He's like the Energizer Bunny.
It's almost like I've got one of those remote start key things,
Yeah.
and those things are built like crap. The little center one that unlocks the car fell off. It fell off in Prattville. If you see it up there, Jay, let me know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you have to have a good thumbnail to press the little button
To
down
depress it.
that
Yeah.
does the remote
Right.
unlock. I don't know how you get in your car if you lose that thing. Or what do you do?
Well, there is a key inside of that device.
Really?
Oh yeah. Remember,
I'll go get it out of the car.
Jay showed it to you one time.
What now?
There is a key inside the
Oh, inside your
Device.
inside your yeah.
what do you call that? Dongle?
It is kind of a dongle. Yeah, it is. Inside of your key fob,
Yeah.
there is a
There's a key.
there's a key.
There's a real key.
Well, I've only had the car 7 years. I should probably find out how to use that. Just in case. Speaking of cars, Don Duncan All American Auto and Tire is there for you. Boy, now it's August. We can actually talk realistically. The Predictathon is not that far away. As we welcome back the college football season with help from our friends at Don Duncan All American Auto and Tire, where you can have all your car service needs met, and with talented people who do a great job and never, ever do anything that your car doesn't need. So great to have a place to partner up with in the ongoing maintenance, the basics. But if you need tires, wipers, whatever your brakes, they do it all. And we're talking about people that are dedicated to making it easy as possible for for you to keep your car regularly and properly maintained with 4 great locations to take care of you. Doug Mitchell leads the team for Don Duncan on Bell Road just north of Vaughan. That's probably the one I've used the most. But I have been downtown, Preston and that group there at 408 Madison. And by the way, if you're up early on a Saturday and you want to be productive, get your car in. That's a good time to take it to the downtown location. Then you got the 2 in Millbrook, young Mitch Duncan, high atop Mount Duncan. That's the hill behind the McDonald's on Highway 14. And also in Millbrook on Cusada. Tires, you name it, whatever your car needs, trust it to those capable people.
And the Duncan and Son Predictathon, not too many days away.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, visit them on Facebook, Don Duncan All-American Auto and Tire. Join the VIP club and earn yourself a free service. Is Skipper back? I think he is today. We missed you, buddy. 6:30.
Well, we continue to look good all over the Montgomery area this morning. Light to moderate building, early morning traffic. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka, no issues there so far. A lot of folks getting up, getting out on the roads, but right now looking good all over the area. If you have less than perfect credit, McKenna Nissan may have the plan for you. Talk to David Martin. He'll do everything possible to have you driving today. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News.
U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville is not done with excoriating Dr. Anthony Fauci after last week's Senate committee hearing where Fauci invoked his Fifth Amendment rights 112 times. Fauci was supposed to answer questions about his involvement in funding the gain-of-function research at the Wuhan, China lab, which ultimately led to the coronavirus crisis. The Biden administration did give Fauci a pardon before Joe Biden left office, which allowed for Fauci to answer these questions without fear of punishment. However, he refused and cited the Fifth. Tuberville says that Fauci is a lying crook who was given unlimited power over Americans during the pandemic and was never elected to that position or confirmed by the Senate. Not only that, Tuberville points out how much money Fauci made during the COVID crisis on top of being the highest paid official within the federal government as director of the National Institute for Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Tuberville says Fauci is the perfect example of what the swamp is at its worst. And Tuberville said that should he become governor of Alabama, he will seek to bring state charges against Fauci regarding the COVID crisis. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Some of the greatest blessings is just having people that care about you. To have someone that's just going to love you and make you feel important. They encourage you to be in church. They encourage you to be in prayer. They encourage you to be in your Bible. Now it's a part of my day every day. My house parents planted seeds in me that you can see where those seeds have sprouted in my life and helped change my life.
Big Oak Ranch, a Christian home for children needing a chance.
Police in Hartselle are searching for a missing man. 39-year-old Anthony Roberts was last seen last Tuesday and is believed to be in danger. Roberts is described as white, 5'10", 215 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. His vehicle is believed to have been spotted in Albany, Georgia. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Hardwood, tile, carpet, flooring tools, and installation supplies. Find it all at Budget Floors and More in Montgomery. Big selection, contractor pricing, and personal service you won't find at the big boxes. Across from Publix in Del Reyta and online at budgetfloorsmgm.com.
For many homeowners, there's untapped reserves hiding in plain sight. It's not in the savings account. It's not in the stock market. It's right under your roof. Now more than ever, homeowners are sitting on record levels of home equity, and that equity belongs to you. It can be used to consolidate high-interest credit card debt, to pay expensive school tuition, to cover medical expenses, to invest in renovations, you name it, because that money is yours. This isn't about taking on unnecessary debt. It's about using an asset you already own to improve your financial position and your quality of life. The key is understanding your options and choosing the strategy that fits your goals. Let's see what's possible with the equity in your home. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift.
Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home, this could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
WAKA Blue Water Broadcasting, Ty and Dollar Incorporated, and Piggly Wiggly Food for Less invite you to help us stuff the truck on Saturday, August 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Sturbridge Piggly Wiggly Food for Less. Donate non-perishable food, classroom supplies, or cash to help local students facing food insecurity and support our teachers. Visit WAKA.com for a shopping list and stop by our community resource fair for valuable services and information for River Region families. Together, we can stuff the truck and strengthen our community.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. Trustworthy, accurate, immediate, carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
And now, Dad Joke Theater.
It takes me only 5 minutes to walk to the bar, and then an entire hour to walk home. The difference is staggering.
Join us again for another Dad Joke Theater.
That was funny. Says Larry King from Beyond the Grave at 6:35 with the timeline for the 3rd of August. Your host, Rich Thomas.
215 days into the year, really? 150 days are left. National Watermelon Day. Now, I'll admit, I'm not the biggest watermelon fan.
Too messy, too sticky.
Yeah. It's okay with some salt. It's okay with, back in my college days, liquor inside the watermelon.
Didn't they used to do something where they would infuse a watermelon with vodka or something?
You cut a hole in the melon, and then you just stick the bottle in there at the top and just let it pour in and then let it sit.
I don't hate it. I don't mind if it's like chopped up with cantaloupe and other stuff in a bowl of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right.
It's all right. And then there was, watermelon popsicles, which wasn't my favorite either. National Grab Some Nuts Day. All I'm saying is be gentle. Friendship Day. Sure, why not? 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. He set sail from the Orient, from Spain. 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. He ended up discovering America instead of, as the story goes, but he actually fell short of America. He ended up in the Bahamas. But he called the native people Indians because he thought they were in India. That voyage, by the way, cost $7,000. That's $3,000 for the 3 ships. His personal salary of $300 a year, which was pretty good at the time, and $2.50 per crew member per month. But where can you spend it? You can't spend it at the Pinta store. 1933, Mickey Mouse watch is introduced. What do you think the Mickey Mouse watch cost in 1933?
In 33, I'm going to guess $1.95.
$2.75. Highway robbery. On this date in 1949, the NBA was founded when the Basketball Association of America merged with the National Basketball League. In 66, Lenny Bruce overdosed on morphine. He died. He was only 40. Number 1 on this date in 1968, Hello, I Love You, The Doors. Now, our song of the day, one hit wonder for sure. Derek was the alias briefly assumed by Scottish-born singer-songwriter Johnny Symbol. He tragically died young at the age of 48 from a heart attack in Nashville. Released on an interesting label, Bang Records. This is the year of 69. Come on, let me in, Sherman. Derek was on your timeline this morning.
Sneaking down your alleyway, knocking on your door. Thought I had enough, but I'm back for more. Cinnamon, let me in. Cinnamon, let me in. Let me in, I won't go away. I'm gonna see you if it takes all day. Cinnamon, let me in. Cinnamon, let me in. Thank you.
Trying to remember who else was on Bang Records. Somebody else.
Yeah, I remember the song. It was top 10 in Chicago. But listening to it this morning, it's really silly.
Bubblegum, would you say?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cinnamon, let me in. Okay.
Knock, go away. I won't. Well, whatever.
Better than Glibby, Globby, Gloopy, Gloopy. Glibby.
1977, Radio Shack issues a press release introducing the TRS-80, or what they used to call the Trash 80 computer. Within weeks, thousands were ordered, but it was the start of a revolution. At Radio Shack, every shopping center had a Radio Shack, and I'm the guy who kept them in business for many, many years. You'll have to play the bit later.
At one time, Radio Shack had a location within 10 minutes of 90% of America.
I swear.
That is
it was
how.
everywhere. But yeah, definitely play the bit later.
Oh, no, we could do that now.
Okay.
I have it ready right here.
Okay.
Open Wednesday with doorbuster deals for the whole family this holiday season. Half off on all 470 ohm watt 5% carbon film resistors for mom. Save on a 100 UF 35 volt 20% axial lead electrolytic capacitor for dad. Surprise the kids with 4-gauge wrapper compatible with all Kynar coated wires. And treat yourself to huge markdowns on AA battery housings and coaxial adapters. Radio Shack. We don't know why we're here either.
But when they closed, I said, where are we going to get stuff like that?
Yeah, where are we going to get stuff like that?
I don't know.
I since they've closed, I really haven't shopped for stuff like that.
I mean, but that's true. But
so I'm not sure where you would get it.
I kept them in business with adapters and
what was that other high dollar store? Brookstone. Are they still around?
I don't know.
Brookstone.
But their catalogs were really cool.
Yeah, and they had
Image is another one.
They had a lot of stuff in there that you really were tempted to buy, but then
But it was completely you didn't need it.
really didn't need it. It was,
Allied kind of partnered up with, it was Allied Radio Shack for a while. But yeah, when Circuit City went away, I said, where the hell am I going to get my stuff? I was Circuit City's biggest fan, biggest customer. On this date in 1981, Richie starts working at 12 East Delano, WSFA. So 45 years ago today, and I worked there for 34 years. I started out doing noon and some weekend weather and the Young World, and then became the chief meteorologist and did PM Magazine and stuff like that.
well, you don't go back to that location for sentimental reasons these days.
When you heard explosions on 4th of July, you didn't assume that it was fireworks.
Right.
Not at all. It was that change from radio to television was responsible for waking up shingles in my body, though. I had a really, really, really bad case of the shingles. 1984, Mary Lou Retton was the gold medalist in the individual all-around event in women's gymnastics in the Olympics in Los Angeles. On this date in 85, Tears for Fears #1 with Shout. Shout, let it all out. That was their second U.S. #1. 2001, The Princess Diaries released, starring Anne Hathaway and Julie Andrews. In 2004, the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty was reopened for the first time since the attacks on September 11, 2001. The rest of the statue was reopened 5 years later in 2009. You ever been to the Statue of Liberty?
I've seen it. I haven't been in it.
Let's see. Olympic swimmer and liar Ryan Latchkey is 42.
What was it? That was the 2012 Olympics, right?
I think. Man, I remember.
In South America. And what was it he lied about?
I forget.
Something happened at the Olympiad, but I can't remember the details.
He's 42 today. Tom Brady is 49. How old do you think little Jay North is? Dennis the Menace.
All right. I'm going to guess 78.
75. John Landis, director of Animal House, The Blues Brother, Kentucky Fried Movie, American Werewolf in London, Trading Places, Coming to America, and Michael Jackson's Thriller. John Landis is 76.
And probably best remembered for decapitating 3 actors in a scene he was shooting for the Twilight Zone movie.
And that was a terrible helicopter mishap that killed Vic Morrow.
Yeah.
And some kids.
2 kids.
Martha Stewart is 85 today.
And still hot to trot, by the way.
She did what? She did a naked spread where? In one of the magazines.
I don't know. And just like Donna Mills, who is also the same age.
Yeah.
We talked about her on Friday, remember?
Yeah.
She's got her OnlyFans page. See if Martha does one of those.
Well, but you said hot to trot, and you're right. She's got sex on the mind more than a teenager, I swear. Because I was a teenager. Martin Sheen is 86. When I think of Martin Sheen, I think the best thing he was ever casted for was The West Wing as president of the United States. Tony Bennett would have had a birthday today. You know what Tony would have been today?
98?
100 today.
He would have been 100?
100 today.
You've heard my lame-ass Tony Bennett story.
You said he spoke to your mom just like they were buddies for life, and he was just the nicest guy.
And when somebody tried to interrupt this conversation with my mother,
I'm talking to her.
I'm talking to Mrs. Bell here. This is Carol.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. My mother.
31 days till football. I don't know why I said it like that. Chase, where's your ball? Birthday season starts. Oh, I know you're excited about birthday season. I don't usually do the countdown, but we're 54 days away. I thought Thanksgiving, 116 days away. And attention, Santa. You need to report to work in 143 days. That's Christmas Eve. And that is your timeline.
With your host, Rich Thomas. But wait, there's more.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Earnest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Earnest, 334-279-7431. Earnest Financial, LLC.
So it's a little more bearable today. That's the headline I'm using. A little more bearable. The humidity is still stupid, but not as bad as it was. Temperature, it's still too high, but not as bad as it was. So high temperature today up to about 90 with mostly sunny skies. Low tonight 72. Isolated, widely scattered, mainly afternoon and evening storms each day this week. Tuesday's high 92. Wednesday 93. We'll be up to around 94 on Thursday and Friday. Lows into low 70s at night. Little day-to-day change. And the triple-digit heat indices are gone for now, but will return later this week. Right now this morning, dew point 69. That's better than 78, right? Temperature is 70, 647.
I wanted to ask, anything brewing in the tropics? We're 2 months, we're a third of the way through.
If you're in the Pacific Ocean, you're scared. If you're in the Atlantic, it's nothing right now. Although there's hints that later this month things will pick up. Most hurricane guys will tell you the season doesn't really start until about the middle of August,
Yeah, I know. Just thought maybe we're getting a visitor.
Well,
That sounded stupid.
We are certainly watching.
Sorry, I'm a little preoccupied this morning. Can we make a dog a Morning Maroon nominee?
Depending on maybe what the dog did, I suppose.
It ate 2.5 pounds of gummy worms.
Yeah,
Whoa.
then I don't know how the dog got it, but I would blame the owners for leaving it out for the dog to get.
Yeah, I mean, we had a wiener dog, Doxy, that got into a
chocolate.
I mean, a 2-pound plastic of the world's finest chocolate covered almond.
Did he get sick?
Oh yeah, took her to the vet. She got through it, but oh boy, you talk about the Hershey squirts for a while. That's coming up later. Not the squirts, the Morning Maroon nominees, and that's brought to you by J&J Power Sports Outdoors. All right, we have traffic, Salem Radio Network news, then today's cheap and trashy.
We are still looking good around the area. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka, no real issues so far. Just that building busy early morning traffic. No issues at the moment. Keep it here for traffic updates. Thompson Tractor proud to offer the all-new Workhorse Special, the new Cat 255 compact track loader. Take advantage of 0% financing for 36 months, only $75,955. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway. Buckle up with the J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Ferocious wind-driven wildfires have laid waste to entire neighborhoods in eastern Washington state. The Spokane area has been especially hard hit. Hundreds of homes have been washed away. Devastating flooding has washed out roads, resulting in numerous high water rescues in and around Surrey County, northwestern North Carolina. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche has formally terminated President Trump's $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. The move follows weeks of talks with 2 Republican senators who were blocking Blanche's Attorney General nomination. With talks expected to resume soon, President Trump says he has put on hold plans for a major attack on Iran, says it would have been the largest such attack since the Second World War. Dow futures are up 398 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 118. More details at srnnews.com.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the 4 walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Hey, I'm Willie Robertson.
And I'm Corey Robertson.
Candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This is Alice of Independent Glass. We advertise with Blue Water Broadcasting, and we get great results. If you want results like we get, you need to go with Blue Water.
Our advertisers are our biggest advocates. Call us to find out how radio can increase your bottom line. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, he's a serious Spider-Man, shooting webs from his wrist, dealing with loneliness. Look out, serious Spider-Man. coping with loss and death. Peter Parker is depressed. He's burnt out fighting crime. Needs to take some me time. Relax. Serious Spider-Man. Using his spidey sense to try to be happy. Questions his existence. He needs therapy. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, self-reflective Spider-Man has internal conflicts about his relationships. He is brooding and introspective, melancholy and pensive. Serious Spider-Man.
There's no business in show business to live events we can't go.
Wow. Time for the Cheap and Trashy Celebrity Gossip and Showbiz Report. I'm your Cheap and Trashy anchor, Greg Goodell. Spider-Man Brand New Day may actually end up being the all-time #1 box office champ for an opening weekend. It only missed by 2 million, and when the estimates become real numbers, it could surpass Avengers Endgame.
A friend of mine saw it over the weekend, loved it.
Which Tom Holland was also in. He is now currently, as I understand it, in the top 4 highest grossing films of all time.
Yeah, there's they come out with that list, and sometimes they play a minor role, sometimes a big role, but they happen to be in movies that were huge hits. It did 355 million, but if the adjusted estimates become real numbers, it could actually beat Avengers Endgame.
Wow.
Which is #1 with 357 million. I'm only surprised because, there's been so many Spider-Man movies. What was it about this one?
9, by the way.
What was it about this one that everybody was so excited about?
That's a good question. I don't know. There's been a lot of people asking that same question.
Maybe it's just entertaining. I mean,
by the way, Jay, it wasn't just you that thought that the Odyssey was loud. I've talked to a bunch of people that said it was just unbearable.
The audio, yeah. Movie was fantastic. Audio was horrible.
Well, that's not in my wheelhouse because it's not a tornado documentary. I watched a lot this weekend. Call me a nut. I watched YouTube clips of real-time scenario coverage on major tornado events.
You nut.
Yeah, like Greensburg, and I watched the Mayfield thing. It's just something, what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. It's just interesting to study the people who are doing the live coverage.
Have you ever, I'm sure you have you ever watched all of Span's coverage of?
The entire 8-hour?
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen that. We interrupt to speak with J-Tom.
Hey, I hate to interrupt, but I saw something fantastic last night. Went to the Carole King story, Shakespeare.
Oh,
it's the best show I ever saw. I mean, I'll go back to the '60s from all the stuff at the Coliseum all over, but it was fantastic.
Now
it started out a little bit slow, but the more it got better and better.
Is there somebody that plays Carole King in this, or is it just
and she is fantastic. I think she sounds better than Carole King.
That in the entirety of my radio broadcasting career, which spans a whole long time. That album, Tapestry, I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it wasn't a good album, but I never understood in the context of the early 70s.
It was the time period that it was released.
It was the #1 album of all time until
release. That it was #1. Yeah. Tapestry was #1 for weeks and weeks and weeks. The whole summer of '71.
Mm-hmm.
Does it cover her entire life, or does it cover Tapestry, or does it cover...
That goes out when she first was a child on to her story as was just a songwriter, and she finally got to record, and she went on from there, and she got married, and then she got divorced, and then at the end of the show, she went from there there. I think she went from New York to New Jersey and then she went to California, and she worked as a songwriter and ended up doing a lot of recordings of her recordings in California and Los Angeles.
Well, I heard it was one of the best productions that Shakespeare's ever done, and that's saying something.
I never seen anything like it. I just the staging. Everything.
Had you seen their other kind of autobiography, like the one they did about Patsy Cline?
I saw that one. Years ago.
I saw one with Johnny about Johnny Cash that was also good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just curious how it compared to those, but it's, it's good. I'm glad to hear about it.
Yeah,
it's the best. It's the best.
Thank you for the review, J-Town. We appreciate it. We have another call. I want to see who it is.
It's JB.
JB, welcome to the show.
Hey, I heard y'all talking a while ago about the Radio Shack stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all, this is for anybody who wants to, put stuff together, anything home theater, pro audio. Anyway, go to partsexpress.com. They sell the little capacitors, resistors, home theater, pro audio. They sell a bunch of stuff.
Partsexpress.com, huh?
Yeah, Parts Express, and they sell just about anything. But yeah, they sell all the little connectors, any kind of wire. I mean, you make your own extension cords. You can make your own microphone cables. You can make data cable. I mean, it's incredible, all the stuff they have.
Well, thank you for that tidbit. We appreciate it.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Thanks. Just thinking about capacitors and all that numbs me out. 2 Nancy Guthrie ransom notes released.
Oh, I haven't seen them. Anything shocking?
There's something about this whole case that just I find very disturbing. The way it's been handled from the beginning. The local law enforcement dude out there in New Mexico, and well, is it a ransom note? Is it not? Nobody's ever been found. I don't get it. And then we have, that one about 6 weeks ago, I think, said that we accidentally killed her. She was last seen on January 31st. So this has been a story that's covered pretty much the whole year so far. What else do we have this morning? Charlie, do you know who Charlie Hunman is? He played
an actor, right?
Ed Gein.
Yeah, okay.
Monster, the Ed Gein story.
Yeah.
He said he had to adopt kittens to decompress from playing that role.
I mean, sure. I could easily get that, where you need to be something around cute, fluffy to kind of get
I never saw that.
Get that out of your head,
Lovable Jonah Hill says he can annihilate you. I guess he knows some kind of Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Oh.
And it's like he's waiting for somebody to come up and pick a fight with him.
Apparently.
Stupid. Ariana Grande will step away after her tour amid concerns about her bony appearance.
She is, yeah. She's taken time off from that because people have said, hey, you don't look healthy.
You look like an upholstered skeleton. What's wrong with you? Have a sandwich. On TV tonight, Dancing with the Stars, the next pro.
But name some of the stars. Do you know?
Well, it's not stars. This is not that.
Oh.
This is them just doing a reality show about getting getting a pro dancer on the list.
So they have a reality show about producing the reality show.
It's a reality show about getting a new professional dancer onto Dancing with the Stars, who is not a star, but a regular professional dancer, and they go through all these people and give them the cut and that sort of thing. As from what I understand, because it doesn't list any celebrities on there, does it?
No.
Yeah, because there's no celebrities.
But even when they list celebrities, I mean, who are these
You're
people?
also asking who they are. Yeah, I know.
The series premiere of Miss X on Peacock. After Melissa George tries to scare her cheating husband into being faithful, she finds out he has ties to the criminal underworld. All right, this one is kind of interesting. You may have heard over the weekend that Linda Blair, who will...
I did not hear over the weekend.
Oh, well, there was a raid, not a raid, there was a huge law enforcement presence at her house because of reports that she was keeping as many as 100 dogs there.
Oh, Lord.
Her home was searched over these allegations. Afterwards, she said, everything is cool. But what about this?
The following is...
No, that's not what I wanted. Let's turn it into a movie. That's what I wanted to do. As you can see, I'm without my normal amount of coffee, I'm not quite the same. You know what? I think I spelled exorcist wrong. I spelled it with a C. Yeah, I did. But
I mean,
what did I do?
it's not a word we use often.
No. Well, you'll hear that later today on News Talk 93.1 FM, maybe. Stephen Baldwin says he left Hollywood because he didn't want to become another Tom Cruise. I didn't know that was a possibility.
What does that mean? You don't want to become another Tom Cruise, a successful film actor?
Yeah. You know, like almost...
Well, I don't want to be successful. I don't want to be
No.
like that Tom Cruise guy making all that money.
Well, it seems like just yesterday that we were turning to Snooki from Jersey Shore for the news.
Hurricane Irene leaves the East Coast powerless. I live in the East Coast, so that's really, really scary. When you're powerless, you can't like straighten your hair, blow dry your hair, go on Twitter, go on Facebook. You can't do anything. You can't talk on the phone. You just sit there and do nothing. You can't even watch TV. On a serious note, I really hope that everybody in the East Coast is okay and they're safe. And if their homes are flooded, that sucks. And I'm sorry because, you know, my high school is actually flooded.
What happened to their life after that show went away?
I don't know. She just had a hysterectomy. That's the news.
Oh.
Which has got to be tough for somebody who was a sex symbol.
You sometimes wear 2 bras at once.
Yeah.
Why?
You know, I'm scared to get like implants. So instead of getting implants.
Why would you need to get implants?
Well, this is actually a Victoria's Secret bra. That's why they look like this right now.
Uh-huh.
But if I were to wear 2 bras, this is what it would look like.
2 bras?
Yeah. It just like pushes them up and makes them look voluptuous.
Really?
If that's the word.
Yeah, it is the word.
Yeah.
Voluptuous.
It is the word.
It's one of my favorite clips. This is interesting. Experts say the most scientifically accurate volcano movie is Dante's Peak.
Okay.
I've never seen it.
I'm inclined to go along with that.
What year was that?
The same
97.
year that Volcano released.
With Tommy Lee Jones and and Hesh.
Yeah, but Dante's Peak was Pierce Brosnan, right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
what ruined that movie was the woman.
I don't remember who was
Lately, he gets involved with a woman that has kids and becomes the hero. But the replication of a volcanic eruption is pretty authentic. Well done. Let's see. Vin Diesel must not read many scripts because he says the script for the new Fast and Furious movie is the best one he's read in decades. Okay. How many is that? Like 10 or 11 for that franchise? All right. Who else do we care about here? Last Week Tonight with John Oliver has been renewed on HBO. We will have a clip, by the way, this afternoon with David Blackman from Bill Maher. I never thought I'd be turning to Bill Maher for common sense.
You have warmed up a little bit to him in the last few years.
He's just not as insane as some of the people that, and he confronts them on the show. And he had one of these over the weekend, and it was pretty good. Phil Collins nearly died in 2024.
Heard about this? A drunk driver? Or?
What?
When excessive drinking caused his organs to start shutting
Oh,
down.
he was drinking. Yeah,
that
that's
right?
right. He was drinking.
And you don't want that to happen. There is nothing worse than having your organs shut down. Just like that. And it's over. Okay. We are going to get ready for the exciting 7 o'clock hour. It's got random facts, chance to learn you something, and then win a $20 food outlet gift certificate with the pop quiz that follows right now. Skipper's going to take us into the traffic dungeon. Not headline news is next.
Well, traffic is really beginning to build around the area this morning, but we are not hearing or seeing any issues anywhere. Just busy building traffic out of Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka, headed into Montgomery. Troy Highway 331 out of Crenshaw County and Highway 80 out of Selma, light to moderate and building. We will keep you updated. McKinnon Toyota has a good selection of Camrys right now, and more are arriving at the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
This is not headline news. Spider-Man, brand new day, grossed $355 million at the box office, which means Tom Holland is in Hollywood's hottest properties. Spider-Man, The Odyssey, Zendaya. Ariana Grande says after her tour wraps up, she will, quote, take a step back from visibility. In other words, she'll turn sideways. Fish concluded a 5-night residency at Madison Square Garden. Within a month, the garden went from Swifties to Spliffies. New Mexico has been named the most sexually adventurous state. Well, now we finally understand their motto, it grows as it goes. And eating 1 avocado a day may lower the risk of heart disease in adults with obesity. And eating 2 avocados a day from Whole Foods may lower their ability to pay rent. This is not headline news.
Before you commit to that plumbing repair or upgrade, get a second opinion from Headley Plumbing. Our estimate could save you thousands. We do it all: residential, commercial, and septic tank service, serving the entire river region. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the river region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose, and millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
August 3rd is National Watermelon Day. Check out this big, beautiful watermelon I brought with me today. No, Gallagher, not the Sledge-O-Matic. Oh, dang nabbit, Gallagher. I didn't even have a chance to put on a poncho. Oh, well. Have a happy National Watermelon Day.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
It's your 7:15.
SRN News. I'm Rich Thomason in Washington.
Hello.
President Trump's $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. It's been officially terminated by Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche. The action follows weeks of talks with 2 Republican senators. They have been blocking Blanche's nomination to become Attorney General. President holding off on launching a major attack on Iran. Mr. Trump says the Gulf allies requested the pause, as did Tehran. Mr. Trump also says an agreement with Iran is close at hand and talks with Tehran will resume later today. Driven by high winds, wildfires have destroyed hundreds of homes and other buildings, forced thousands to run for their lives in and around Spokane, Washington. So much rain falling in such a short span of time, resulting in severe flooding across parts of northwestern North Carolina and neighboring southwest Virginia. Dow futures 474 points higher. This is SRN News.
Imagine getting this kind of news. Karen Collins was in her 20s. She was newly married, and then her husband, Michael, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
And he told me, and I just cried because I didn't really know what the plan was.
There was another fear, too, the medical bills. And thankfully, they were members of Medi-Share, and Medi-Share came through for them, and not just financially.
But they called and they said, hey, we know you're going through treatment. We just wanted to call and pray for you. And it rocked my world. And every time they called, it was like, how can we pray for you right now? How are you doing today?
Medi-Share was a blessing to us because they just made it so easy.
Yes, Medi-Share can save you a lot of money. But as Karen and Michael discovered, it's also about knowing you're not going through life's hardest moments alone. Call now. See why so many people have made the switch to Medi-Share. Here's the number. It's 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
It's National Grab Some Nuts Day, so do your part. And grab some nuts today, but not too hard. This special day only comes one time a year. So somebody goes for your nuts, just buy them a couple of beers. Some people have nuts to grab, some people don't. If you can't find any nuts, don't mean you won't. I know there's 1 or 2 nuts in every home.
Boy, there's a day for everything. I guess the nut lobby is working overtime to having got their special day. Dow, by the way, is up 550 in futures trading. We like that. That's a good sign.
Yes, we do.
Anybody seen gas prices come down?
I haven't.
I have not. But let me, you know what? I haven't checked. Let me look.
I paid a ridiculous amount over the weekend.
$3.71 yesterday at that very busy convenience store where the Hardee's used to be on Vaughan Road.
With the app, it is $3.32 over at the QT.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Hope it keeps coming down.
Otherwise, it's $3.57.
All right. Coming up this hour. By the way, no, let's go straight to the weather because I was just outside coping with not being able to drink coffee or anything, have a snack. And it does feel cooler this morning and drier.
It feels, yeah.
It's a huge difference from last week.
It's not great. It's better.
So let's hear it for the weatherman.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
And again, I'm emphasizing, like the current dew point is 70. That's an awful number, but it's better than 78 last week. So we've moved in the right direction. Today's high temperature, 90, is better than 99. That's all I'm saying. A little bit more bearable today, mostly sunny. Low tonight down to about 72. Isolated, widely scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms each day this week. Tomorrow's high temperature 92, up to about 93 Wednesday, 94 Thursday, Friday. Lows at night in the low 70s. Little day-to-day change with triple-digit heat indices returning to a thermometer near you later on this week. right now this morning with that dew point of 70. Temperature is 71. The time is 7:19.
Back to school shopping starts now, and ASC Credit Union has you covered. Our back to school loan helps you pay for supplies, laptops, clothes, and more. Stop by your local ASC branch or apply today at yourasccu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Who is going back to school today?
Nobody today, but Pike Road starts on the 6th.
Yeah.
And
then next week.
1 week from today is Montgomery.
And Montgomery and Elmore and Otaga. I mean, yeah, they all hit next week. So
I don't approve.
You don't approve.
Well,
yeah, they don't approve either. I'm sure the kids don't want to go back to school.
I just like the system we had in Chicago.
Day after
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
2 days after Labor Day.
Okay.
So you had the whole summer, half of June, July, and August.
Of course, we got out of school June 8th.
Yeah.
And these kids are getting out of school around the 10th of May.
I don't know. Parents should be allowed to decide that, I think. It's a big day today. We are going to have full coverage this afternoon on Happy Hour of the Major League Baseball trade deadline.
Well, whoopsie, break it down.
I knew you'd be excited. What else do we have?
There were so many people upset about that Dodgers trade.
Yeah. Well,
I say upset, but they were just like, baseball's not baseball anymore. They're just.
And I get it. The Dodgers print money. They've got more money than any other team. But here's the thing. They're also smart. Most of the time when they spend that money, they're buying somebody that helps them win.
Yeah.
Look at the New York Mets.
And they're absolutely doing that.
New York, do you call it mess?
Yes. The Mets gave Juan Soto $755 million for 15 years. Have they won a title or anything with him there? No. Has he hit 50 home runs this year? No. The worst, the Toronto Blue Jays. Got to sign Vlad Guerrero. Got to lock him up. Got to keep him around forever. He's hit 6 home runs this year. On the other hand, the Dodgers, I mean, there was a guy named Kyle Tucker. They signed him for 4 years at $60 million a year. I think he has 7 home runs. I think they need to study, and not just in baseball, but all sports, the impact of these monumental amounts of money on performance, because so often, more often than not, it doesn't pay off. The player does not get better, does not produce at a higher level.
I love it when a team overperforms that has a very low.
Like the Brewers.
Yeah.
You know, the Braves are right in the middle. They do a good job. They got a smart guy.
Did they pay anything? Did the Dodgers pay anything for Skubal?
They gave up some
good
prospects.
Yeah, I know. They got rid of three of their players for him, but I didn't know if there was money involved as well.
No, they took the salary.
Okay.
Because what's another $10 million?
Among friends.
Yeah. At that point, right?
And when is Murph coming back?
Oh, they're out of town this week. They won't be back in town
I
until
hate
next week.
this. This is twice this season. They've been
They
gone
went out for 2 weeks.
extended periods of time. But one of the Biscuits got traded over the weekend in the.
Yeah, you mentioned his name last time.
Who did the Rays get? Oh, they got Freddie Peralta from the New York Mets and gave up Aiden Smith and a couple of other players. So, I mean, I'm excited about it. It's a big day. Could have ramifications for the playoffs and the World Series. But what really frosts my pajamas, as the great Emily Hayes said, the talk of a strike in baseball troubles me greatly. That the owners are going to insist on a salary cap. Players will not have it. So something's got to give, because baseball needs to remember. I was a damaged fan when they went on the strike in '94.
I know.
And we lost the World. They played almost 3/4 of a season, and just that was it. No World Series, no playoffs, no anything. And if they do it again, I whatever the owners end up gaining or the players end up gaining, the lost fans from something like that, I don't know that you can calculate the damage. You know, we're all trying to make ends meet here, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So your million or 10 million or whatever it is you're in it for, it's just there's a stunning number of players who are paid incredible. Example: the Giants gave $20 million to. He's a good fourth outfielder, good player, defense, can hit for power. Harrison Bader. Over the weekend,
it's better than Bader.
Not this one.
I know.
The Giants sucked, and he sucked, and then he got injured. He had plantar fasciitis. Now I know how painful it is because that's what I had in that infamous heel pain.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, with the suck it up with a straw.
Suck it up with a straw. It hurts. But while he was out on the mend from that, he got loaded and got on a scooter and got in a wreck that ended up with a fire truck rolling over his foot.
Good Lord.
The Giants announced over the weekend, we're not paying him. You know, you're supposed to be on the mend. We get that. You get paid if you're hurt.
Yeah.
But when you're supposed to not do certain things
and you do them,
that violates the contract. So I hope they stick to their guns because that's just plain stupid.
I know a lot of people I've been reading are actually on the side of the owners on this one as far as they're doing the money thing because of how you just buy your way through it,
And
to the you can buy yourself. I mean, I know you're not technically buying a World Series, but you're trying to do it.
Trying,
and that's what you're. And whoever has the most money has a better chance at doing that. And that's, I'm sort of on that thing of it shouldn't be that way. You're right.
We're going to give away a $20 gift certificate to Food Outlet with our pop quiz question coming up. I was at Food Outlet yesterday. Remember last week I mentioned I was in another store. Whenever I am, I reconnaissance shop, and I was especially interested in the meat department. And the store I was in had one ribeye. It was a nice hunk of meat, one ribeye in a package for $31.
I would believe it, yeah.
Crazy. At Food Outlet yesterday, I don't know what the price per pound was, but there were 3 good, thick, beautiful red ribeyes in a package for $22. Three,
yeah,
as opposed to one for $8 less total. Just on the Cost Plus 10% pricing, you're going to save in the meat department. They have a special there this week, $6.42 per pound for chuck roast. If you like beanie weenies, you can just live to your heart's content with Sunnyland hot dogs, jumbos, or regulars. 95 cents for a pound. It's almost impossible to find anything under $1 these days. Powerade drinks, the 28-ounce size, 89 cents each. Banquet pot pies, 97 cents each. Banquet pot pie with some cranberry on the side. That's a good deal. Coke products are $10.79 for the 24-can suitcase pack. Everything's better when it's sitting on a Ritz. Well, you can seat a stadium with $3.88 for the family-sized box of those crackers. And you'll find other specials all posted at the front door of the Food Outlet nearest you. Remember, locally owned. And that's the best part. Locally owned grocer with prices that compete and beat just about anybody. So try them on Highway 14 in Twice-A-Day Millbrook, Main Street west of 31 in Prattville, and I will see you Sunday morning, Coliseum Boulevard next to Eastbrook Flea Market and Antique Mall. It's 7:28. We've got Blue Water News with Sky. I'm back in 2 minutes with part 1 of Random Facts, followed by that pop quiz question.
News is brought to you by...
Don't you love the feeling of coming home to a clean house? Let Southern Bell's cleaning service get your home in order. Families in the River region trust Southern Bell's because they know Callan and Jesse will show up on time and believe in cleaning the old-fashioned way. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in full-service, residential, commercial, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bells today at 546-0715 or follow them on Facebook at Southern Bells Cleaning River Region.
I need to give them a call. Play my song. It's because I'm coffee and food deprived. Now we have Blue Water News with Sky.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories.
Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed is inviting the UFL's Birmingham Stallions to move to Montgomery. The UFL announced Friday the Stallions would be blaming Birmingham's 47,000-seat stadium for being too large to create a good game day atmosphere. The average attendance in the league is around 21,000. Mayor Reed stated Montgomery has an opportunity to develop a right-sized stadium that can serve multiple purposes. As of October 1st, fluoride will no longer be added to the Tri-Community Water System. Water system officials made the announcement August 1st with an assurance the change will not affect the safety or quality of drinking water. The Tri-Community Water System serves portions of the Millbrook area in Elmore and Autauga counties. The Montgomery Career Center is hosting a citywide career fair tomorrow. The event will be held at the Crampton Bowl Multiplex from 8:30 to 12:30 p.m. The career fair will feature a range of private sector employers and government agencies. The event is free and open to the public. Attendees are encouraged to bring multiple copies of their resume and dress professionally. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web, or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
For Random Facts, we have Jeff Bezos and his Amazon message to you.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
I am Jeff Bezos. Great news, plebeians. Amazon is receiving a $600 million tariff refund from Uncle Sam. And even greater news, I've decided to give this enormous refund back to those who bore the cost of it. Me. I mean, I could refund Amazon customers directly, but we have 300 million users. That's like $2 per customer. I mean, what can you buy on Amazon for $2? Zip, zilch, zero. I'm not running a dollar store here, honey. But when it comes to things I can buy for 600 million, I can think of lots and lots. Or should I say, yachts and yachts. Ka-ching!
And now, Jay Scott with another tariff edition of Terrific edition.
Terrific.
Did you know the state flower of Maine? You could guess all day and you'll never hit it.
It's probably something weird. I mean,
you could probably name every flower you could think of and you still would never hit it.
Poison ivy.
Cactus.
No. You're not far off from there.
Really?
In that you wouldn't necessarily think about cactus being a flower. It's more like a plant, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Pine cone.
What?
Pine cone.
Oh.
Pine cone.
The state flower of Maine is actually a pine cone.
Okay, folks. Note takers.
I didn't know pine cones were flowers.
That's why I said you could name every flower you could think of.
I thought they were seeds.
And still probably not hit the, not nail it there. Did you know the Gulf of Oman is the largest marine dead zone?
What do you mean by a dead zone?
The
Gulf of what?
Oman, yeah. The oxygen, there's no oxygen in the depths of the water there, and so there's marine life that does not exist. There is no marine life that exists there. It is a dead zone of life in the Gulf of Oman, and it's the largest dead zone in the world.
Hey, we got the largest dead zone. Dead zone.
Did you know scientists found a 99 million year old fly trapped in amber? You know how they did that stuff on the Jurassic Park, right? Yeah. Anyway, they found a fly 99 million years old trapped in the amber. The thing that was interesting was that they saw the zombie fungus exploding out of its head, still trapped in the amber there. it's a parasitic fungus that we know exists today, but apparently existed during the age of the dinosaurs.
You know where you don't know where they found this, though.
It doesn't say where they found
Okay.
it, but it's very much like the cordyceps. You've watched the show Last of Us. It's that sort of thing where they turn into zombies.
You know what? The whole thing with the yellow amber. That's the reason you could buy into Jurassic Park.
Yeah, because it's plausible.
Yes, DNA had come far enough to
Mhm.
where you
Yeah.
could.
And,
yeah,
and I
wonder if they
think
really
we're
could
going
do
to see it. Already they've they've resurrected. God, what's the name of the? It's not a prehistoric animal, but it is
The woolly mammoth.
Woolly mammoth. Thank
Right.
you.
They were able to merge mice DNA with the woolly mammoth DNA, and they had these mice that grew not big or anything, but their fur very much resembled that of the mammoth. You know, it didn't get giant or anything, but yeah, thank God for that. But did you know there was a dog named Joy? It was the only member of Nicholas II's household to survive the family's execution.
Yeah.
The Bolsheviks murdered the former Tsar, his wife, their 5 children, 4 retainers, and 2 other dogs. However, they spared Joy because Joy didn't bark.
Really?
Yeah. Joy was later rescued and lived out his days in England.
Let that be a lesson to you, Chase.
Yeah, shut the hell up. Don't bark when Daddy's getting executed.
Quiet.
Weird but true news.
I'm just getting ready for a later segment.
Did you know? You guys, okay, here's some baseball for you. You'll know this, right? This guy was ejected 162 times during his career in Major League Baseball.
And I want to
the
say
most ejections in MLB history.
Billy Martin?
No.
Braves.
Bobby Cox.
Bobby Cox.
Wow. And he seems like such a down-to-earth, easygoing kind of guy.
Hey, fought for his players, though.
Yeah.
That's what I look at whenever they do that. You're fighting for your players. You know, you're fighting for your team. Because what do you care if you get ejected? It's, you know,
Well-
the team can operate without you as a manager. You can be fine.
They only won 14 consecutive Eastern Division titles. I don't think anybody's ever done that.
Yeah. Yeah, over his 29-year career, he was ejected 162 times. So, you know, baseball's all about stats. So,
yes,
they've got that kept somewhere. I'm sure there's somebody who is working their way up that ladder to beat that record. Did you know, space random fact for you, the sun orbits the center of the Milky Way at 447,000 miles per hour. So in other words, that ball of light outside
yes,
is orbiting, I guess, the black hole that's at the center of the Milky Way, going around it. And it's moving at 447,000 miles per hour. Meanwhile, we're moving around it, going that fast as well.
Wow.
It's amazing how everything stays put considering how fast stuff is going.
Oh, we are moving so fast. We are just ripping through space right now.
And how long ago did that ray of sun leave the sun?
Oh, God. What is it, to 8 minutes?
8 minutes. You got it.
8 minutes. So the light we see is 8 minutes away.
Everything we're looking at in the sky is the history.
Yeah.
Some
Fast.
of it is extreme.
Stars you're looking at now may not be stars that another generation sees
they may
because
not
they're already
exist,
dead.
Right.
I'm beginning to sober up, and you're scaring me.
I know. Space is so fun. Coming up on Random Facts, I have a Beatles random fact for you.
Oh.
We're also going to, the band. We'll also just stick with music and talk about the singer Akon, which I am not familiar with, but he did something in 2018 that still hasn't taken off yet. We have a World War II random fact. In fact, we have 2 of those. And we have something called the backward knee. And we'll tell you about that coming up on Random Facts.
All right, at 7:38, let's check traffic. Come back with part 2.
Well, more and more cars out on the road and traffic building everywhere, interstates, boulevards, but no issues so far that we're aware of. Looking good all over the area. We will keep you updated if any accidents happen. Imagine graduating high school with your college degree already in your hand. That's the power of early college at Trenton State Community College. No debt, no delay, just a college degree. Go to trentumstate.edu for more information. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of health care you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
What if your next sales opportunity wasn't about selling? It was about helping local businesses grow. I'm Jennifer Pestricelli with Blue Water Broadcasting. We combine the power of 7 local radio stations with today's most effective digital marketing solutions, including streaming audio, social media, targeted display, and more. We're looking for an experienced account executive who enjoys building relationships, solving problems, and creating results for clients. If you're self-motivated, thrive on new business, and want unlimited earning potential with a local company, I'd love to hear from you. Visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com and send me your resume today.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Martha Stewart celebrates August 3rd and Grab Some Nuts Day.
Just look at all these amazing nuts in front of me.
Martha likes looking at amazing nuts.
I love nuts. I love delicious fresh nuts.
She loves delicious fresh nuts.
They have a white and sort of oily flesh. You don't break the nut meat.
But don't break the nut meat.
These are very hard to crack.
And enjoy Grab Some Nuts Day.
Yeah.
And now, Jay Scott, all-around good guy, and the steward of
Random Facts.
Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Stewart.
Or you calling me a nut, one or the other. Did you know? There is a Doctor Who episode.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who? Huh? What? Yeah, Doctor Who episode called The Chase. I was not talking to you, Chase. Yeah. Anyway, that particular episode contains the only surviving footage of the Beatles playing on Top of the Pops.
On Top of the Pops?
Yeah, old British, kind of American bandstand, but the British version of it, I guess. So yeah, it's the only it's the only surviving footage of their performance on that. Did you know in 2018, singer Akon, who I do not know, but it's just a random fact for you, he announced the development of Akon City, a planned community in Senegal, which he claimed would be a real-life Wakanda, using blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. Construction began in 2023, but as of 2025, and I'm sure 2026, the site sits abandoned. Not gonna happen. Did you know, you guys might know this, during World War II, Germany's nuclear researchers never seriously considered building nuclear weapons, and they doubted that it was even possible to be done. After surrendering, Heisenberg and others were secretly monitored while under house arrest. And we found out that they were stunned by the bombing of Hiroshima.
I just watched a documentary yesterday that said exactly that. But nobody knew. So, and they were, well, I mean, Japan was certainly, their leadership was on the crazy side.
Yeah.
There was no doubt if Hitler had, look what he was firing V-1 rockets and V-2s. They had a V-3 that was in development. I mean,
And it never got there, yeah.
weapons of mass murder. And so if he had one bomb that he could drop on London.
They were close. They were close.
Hitler did not want to invest the money. He just, Heisenberg, the guy you mentioned, thought it would take 10 years plus the resources.
Like it says, they didn't think it was really even possible. They kind of doubted it to begin with, but when they saw it happen, they were absolutely stunned. Did you know, speaking of World War II, toothbrushing did not become widespread in the United States until after World War II.
Yeah, you've used that before. That's
Well, if you look at pictures of people from before that era,
their teeth was horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought that back from the...
It's like going to Britain.
Yeah.
They are known for bad teeth, aren't they?
Yes.
And finally, you know how birds, you really got to think about this, but you've seen birds and they have how their leg structure is. Their feet are on the ground and then the bone goes up and then it turns, inward. It goes, how do I want to put it? It's almost not necessarily a 45-degree angle, but you know what I mean? How their legs go towards the back of them and then it curves and goes towards the inside.
Thus the term bird legs that applies to some people.
Well, it's the backward knee thing because the way their leg bends, it's not the way our legs bend.
Well, they have these skinny little legs and the bulk of the bird sitting on top of it. It's kind of amazing.
Well, what's called a backward knee, it's not their knee. It's actually their ankle.
Oh.
Yeah. Most birds' thigh bones are hidden within their bodies. And so that bend that we see is not a knee, it's an ankle on a very long foot, I guess you could say. Anyway, those are all of your random facts.
All right, Jay, and we hope you paid attention because somebody is going to get a chance to go to Food Outlet with a $20 head start here in just a moment. Later on this morning, around 8:45, our Morning Maroon nominees are brought to you by J&J Power Sports Outdoors. I'd hoped to get up there this past Saturday. I'm dying to visit the place, but it's just with the heat and this post-surgery. One of these Saturdays, I will be up there to visit. Jeff and Haley Andrews, we're so happy to have them as sponsors, and boy, do they carry some amazing products there. For outdoors, for your lawn, they are your go-to bad boy dealer, which is one reason why they sponsor the Maroons. Mowers and lawn equipment of all types, from the zero turn to the individual push to the self-propel. It's a great product line. They not only sell those, but they also have a full service department to support your purchase and can help you get financing. Certainly worth a look, especially as we get closer to the end of the season. You may want to get a good deal and have something lined up that will take you through the rest of this year and into next. For fun, youth ATVs, Arctic Cat ATVs. There are so many great product lines available. Segway side-by-sides, dirt bikes, and more. But whatever you buy, whether it's one of the great bad boy products or something fun for the weekend or anytime, know that they are there to take care and support your purchase after you've been in. Absolutely sensational people. Jeff and Haley. Jeff's a Marine veteran. This is their dream, and they're in Millbrook on Highway 14. But I would worth the drive from anywhere, given all there is to see there. But you'll find them online at jjpowersportsandoutdoors.com, and they'll bring you the Maroons next hour, right now. At 7:48, it's time for that $20 Food Outlet Pop quiz question. Here's Quizmaster Jay.
Earlier in Random Facts, we found out that this guy had been ejected 162 times, the most by any, not just, well, I'll say just baseball player, because it is the most in MLB history. So who is it that's been ejected 162 times? By the way, you know who held that record previous? John McGraw.
Oh yeah, the feisty old fart
Never
The
heard.
feisty old fart.
from the New York Giants.
Yes, the Giants.
Always
Yes.
had a chip on his shoulder.
But Bobby, I mean,
I would say that guy. Yeah, that guy.
the Yankee coach was ejected a bunch of times. Who?
Billy Martin.
Billy Martin. Yeah.
All right. who's
Fired
that?
5 times and ejected many more times than that. It is 7:49. Our number is 272-9228, 334-272-9228. Call now and go to Food Outlet with a $20 head start.
Yay, fun.
Well, we still look good around the area this morning. Traffic light to mostly moderate and building. We're getting busy now on I-65 and 85. Of course, 231 out of Wetumpka. All of our usual busy spots beginning to build. So be safe out there. We'll update you if any accidents happen. High school students, Trenton State Community College Dual Enrollment Program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to trentomstate.edu for more information. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Thanks, Scooper.
You call him?
Scooper.
Scooper.
Thanks, Scooper.
And you'll
I've
hear
had
him,
no coffee.
you'll hear him again on Happy Times today.
Had no chocolate. In other words,
Boy, Scooper was going on. Scooper was going on last week.
that's going to become a thing now, isn't it?
It really is. I like Scooper.
Here's Joe on the phone.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe on the phone.
Hi.
Hi. So,
Who was that baseball player that got ejected 162 times?
I think it's Bobby Cox.
Bobby Cox.
Congratulations. You won.
And
Yay.
we just recently lost, Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
Well, welcome
Hey,
back. Welcome back, Greg. I hope you're feeling better.
I'm getting there. Thank you for asking. We'll put you on hold so Jay can get some information from you so we can set you up with your Food Outlet gift certificate.
Greg's
and again,
back. Scooper's back.
Scooper's back.
things like that happen. Now, you know, you were sympathetic when I first got here to my plight today, and now you're being mean. Rich Thomas is being mean. That's the top story at 8. Here's backup Steve.
So,
hey, good morning. It's impossible for Rich Thomas to be mean, I think. I don't know now. Who knows?
But he's just laughing at me. He's laughing at my pathetic.
hey, Steve, the state flower of Maine.
That's the pine cone.
Pine cone, right.
You remember the commercial when he want to hold hands with a pine cone?
I don't remember that
thing
one.
about the,
I don't
logo.
remember that.
Now, Greg, if Jay is the steward of convoluted intros, you are the grand high mystic exalted ruler of convoluted intros. They're always horrific.
Every time I think I'm going to give him up, I just can't. I can't stop.
Yeah.
I have to go to rehab for that. By the way, the market is up 639 points in future trading.
Good God.
What are
But
they so
how could
excited about?
he be mean if he's adorable?
Oh, Rich?
Adorable.
Yes. He is the gold standard.
Hey, the weather out here is great. Walking the dogs right now. Wish we could keep it, but it's really nice.
It's
And
better.
it's great. I mean, compared to last week, this is like fall arrived.
It's not great. It's better. Yeah, a rare August front.
All it does is take a few degrees of improvement to make a big difference.
That's right. That's
Especially
absolutely
when
right.
you're
I'll take it.
sweating like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
All right, man.
Okay, well, have a great day. Y'all take care, fellas.
Scooper doesn't even break a sweat in the traffic. That I'm going to have to think about that today.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
It is not only a little bit more bearable, it is noticeable. Mostly sunny today, high temperature near 90, low tonight 72. Isolated, widely scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms each day this week, but they will be few and far between, and many towns will get skipped. High today, as I mentioned, 90, we'll be up to about 92 tomorrow, 93 Wednesday, 94 Thursday, Friday, and then edging closer to triple digits on the heat index by late week. Lows at night in the low 70s. But pretty routine forecast all in all. Right now this morning, dew point is 70. That's not a nice number, but it's better. 71 is the current temperature. The time is 7:54.
A lot of talk about AI, and, we're not going to know for a long time all the different ways this is going to manifest. But obviously, it was not something we had cliff notes. Today, a student can ask AI for help on any topic.
Sure.
But a Mississippi college professor tricked his class.
Oh.
He had 35 students, and he gave a question that had a invisible white font within the exam question. So students who copied and pasted it didn't realize that they were taking the bait from a trap.
Oh.
Guess how many students out of 35 got caught cheating?
I would say 25.
35.
32.
Okay. I was going to say, it's either close or all.
Now, look, we've always had tools for help, whether it's encyclopedias, whatever. There's always something, because you got to learn. But this isn't learning when you're just extracting information and then blindly pasting it in without realizing you just got caught cheating.
You know what really worries me about AI is they're training it to hack into systems. They're letting AI hack now, and that worries me. Whatever's going on with these water treatment facilities
in Minnesota,
seven states.
Wow, 7 states. Now?
7 states.
Yeah, that is concerning.
I believe,
and it makes you wonder when they're gonna, if there's gonna be a big one, like when they can shut down everything, the power grid.
You know what? Why I have a backup generator at the house? Not because of storms. I'm worried about storms. It's because I'm worried about cyber attacks.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
That's the Generac from Mr. Electric, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've always thought about doing that, and now that you mention it, it's not a bad idea. Get it done. All right, we're at 7:57. Got Wall Street Business. It is shaping up to be a great day, but you know how it goes. We've had many great days fall into flames later on because of something, but right now it's looking good. Here's Wall Street Business.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. American oil and gas giants raked in massive spring profits, while fighting between Iran and the United States impeded petroleum shipments, and consumers around the world paid more for fuel. The conflict, now in its 6th month, halted most shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. ExxonMobil and Chevron warned that global supplies of diesel and other refined products will likely remain tight and lead to persistently high prices in the second half of the year, as the Iran war continues to cause major energy disruptions. The Trump administration is proposing changes to the Community Reinvestment Act, a law that requires regulators to document how well banks do in lending to low to middle income neighborhoods. The administration wants a reduction in the number of banks that will need to fully comply with the law. Shares in Apple have fallen by nearly 10% after a forecast showed the iPhone maker was struggling to keep up with demand. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
And now a star is born. On August 3rd, 1977, the world welcomed little baby Tom Brady.
Congratulations, it's a boy!
Doctor, why does his crying sound like that?
Because he's the GOAT.
Tom Brady, a star is born.
For more than 50 years, the Tears family's been keeping the river region flowing with Roto-Rooter. From drain cleaning to septic repair and installation, no job's too big or too messy with a local team you can trust. So when water won't go where it's supposed to, call the hometown experts who've been serving Montgomery for over half a century. That's 272-7130. Or visit rotorooteralabama.com. And remember,
call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And we go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
When it comes to your mortgage, who you work with matters. And this is one decision where local makes all the difference. Don't fall victim to flashy mailers, spam calls, or 1-800 lenders who don't even know your name, much less your neighborhood. Those lenders are often sitting in some faraway state, reading from a script, and chasing volume, not relationships. A local lender understands the market you live in, or should I say that we live in. At Alabama Home Mortgage, you can look at us in the eye and trust us with one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. Local lenders don't disappear after closing day. Our reputation is built right here, one family at a time. So before you pick up the phone and call a stranger, remember us, Kim Williams and Madeline Cannon at Alabama Home Mortgage. You deserve guidance from someone who knows the community because they're a part of it. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
What are you getting?
Still deciding, but I do know on August 11th, I'm choosing Rhett Marcus for Congress.
Why Rhett Marcus?
Because he's a true conservative, endorsed by President Trump and Senator Katie Britt.
Oh, then you can trust him.
And he's a small business owner, not a politician.
Sounds like this choice on August 11th is the easiest decision we'll ever make.
Remember to vote on August 11th. I'm Rhett Marcus, the Trump-endorsed candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Rhett for Alabama.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Linda Blair in the news.
Linda Blair stars in a sequel you won't believe.
The power of rescue compels you.
Get ready for The Exorcister, The Bark Side.
The power of rescue compels you.
Adopt, don't shop. She's possessed with saving dogs' lives.
There are no bad dogs, only bad pet parents.
The Exorcister, The Bark Side, coming soon to a shelter near you.
Spay, neuter, microchip, and use positive reinforcement.
Rated PG for paranormal growling.
So yeah, they had like 70 people show up at her house to see if she was within regulation with all the dogs.
The dogs, yeah.
And I guess everything worked out okay. Later on, our morning maroons include somebody who decided the way to get rich is to steal Little Debbie snack cakes, bringing shame to that wonderful brand.
Okay.
And let's take a look at some of the other. Hey, we could also do a stand-up.
Yeah, we can always do that.
All right. Well, yeah, 8:03. We got time. We have 2 comics with a little clip from each. Mary Beth Barone on Toronto and London.
Sort of like if they built New York City at Epcot. From far away, it looks like a real city, but if you knock on any of the building facades, it's hollow. So there's an airport in Toronto called Billy Bishop, which that's not the name of an airport. Because, okay, I was thinking about wordplay and how we need to ban it. I think it's gone too far. And I was trying to remember when I first had that thought. It was when I was in London. I was in a cab and we drove past a bar that was called Jack the Chipper, which is a play on the name of serial killer / rapist Jack the Ripper. So that would be like if in 20 years I opened a bar called Jeffrey Pepstein's, with an adjoining bowling alley called Ghislaine's. See how quickly I can go from wordplay to sex trafficking?
That's pretty good.
All
right.
All right. And then we have Sebastian Maniscalco on dinner checks with friends.
Go out to dinner with your friends. That always gets weird. Especially if you go out with a group and you go out to anything like a dinner or whatnot. And when the bill comes, it gets weird. Because what normally happens is the bill will travel around the table. People will then begin to pitch in what they think they owe. The problem with this is there's always somebody last to get the bill. A look of confusion and concern comes over their face. They're like, what? Now people see this and they're like, couple extra dollars or something like that? You're like, well, I'm $687 short. The $2 you're gonna pitch in ain't even gonna put a dent in this. So how about this? How about the bill take another lap? Do another lap. I think my chicken tenders were $700.
Sometimes I think there's something is created when there's a crowd of people and the person coming on stage is a comedian and there's an obligation to laugh. In that last clip,
people were over laughing.
Yeah. They were OL.
Over laughing.
To a great degree. And I'm just not a big fan of female comics. Sorry.
With the exception of this person over here.
Leanne.
Yeah.
She loves me. Should we take the poster and show it to the viewers on our YouTube feed?
I mean, we did before, but we can do it again if you
I want to do it every day.
Hand it to me.
For at least a couple of weeks.
Well, then let's hang it up somewhere.
I'm going to put it on my
Whoa,
front door.
sorry.
I'm going to put it on my front door at home. Oh, there she is. And she's no. 673. That is the current future in the Dow in the green.
We'll see what happens here in 23 minutes when there's the first bell.
Yeah, when the opening bell, that'll be interesting to see. Yes, it absolutely will. I believe some of the people running for office in this country. Here's a number that deserves a couple of minutes of our time. This is from Talker Research. The average American spends $397 on summer activities every weekend.
What?
I don't know about that.
300 every weekend?
Here's how they broke it down. Dining out.
Okay.
$61. All right. That's probably close to what I do. Another 60, hosting gatherings. But nobody has gatherings anymore. They're rare.
Yeah, it is rare.
Unless it's a company or a church or something like that. $59, attending celebrations and gifts like weddings and birthdays. I don't know what it is about me, but nobody wants me at their wedding. I just can't imagine why. I haven't been invited to a wedding in
there is a certain age you hit
10 years.
where you go to weddings all the time now.
Yeah.
But then there's a certain age where you just don't go to weddings anymore.
It says we spend $57 on entertainment like movie theaters, concerts, shows, and theme parks. No. I one thing, the Leanne concert. She wanted to give me tickets, but I insisted on buying. 55 on outdoor activities, boating, fishing, gear, hiking. Doesn't say golf, but it should. $54 on self-care and wellness like haircuts, spas, and beauty services. Now, I did drop $35 for a mediocre manicure. In fact, I had to recut my nails myself this weekend. So why did I do that? $51 on transportation. That would be gas, parking, train, bus tickets, and
lately that's true.
you, if you were included in this survey, the numbers would have been a lot higher. By the way, we haven't heard any new cases of the cyclospora,
right?
The diarrhea lettuce. But if you did suffer from diarrhea from the lettuce, you could get $200 from Taco Bell. The central case involves a man in West Virginia named Lawrence Null. He's married to Loretta Voigt.
Null and void.
Boy.
Again, I've been deprived all morning long, so it's weakening me.
I saw a YouTube special during the night about 15 different chain restaurants that are in trouble and that may be going away soon.
What were some of the restaurants?
Well, it started with number 15 was Denny's, but then it went down the line, and some of them that are in trouble are Taco Bell's in trouble. Burger King is really suffering, has been really suffering. Wendy's is one of them. Pizza Hut has been is in trouble.
I have a theory on this because these are all well-known, well-established places, been around for decades. It's too expensive.
Well, it is. For instance, the average Big Mac now, they listed as $7.73.
Sorry.
You know, the dollar meal went away. You can't find that anymore.
You can get a bigger burger at Baumhauer's with fries and a beverage for less than a Big Mac.
Yep.
And that's why they're hurt.
Yep. So a lot of families are going away from even places like Taco Bell used to be a big deal. They mentioned Whataburger is one of them. And a lot of those restaurants that used to be open in the middle of the night, like Jack in the Box, like Denny's.
Is Jack in the Box still around?
They said they're still around.
Because that was like the
we don't have one here.
No, that was the must-stop place after, you know, especially when I was
late at night.
A club job.
It was 24 hours.
You get off at closing, and they were open at 3.
Well, you know, who stopped 24 hours? Waffle House. I mean, they're still open 24 hours, but you can't go in at 3 in the morning into a Waffle House anymore.
Next hour, here's a chance for you and me, and Junior can contribute here on our feedback.
What?
Boomer advice that's incredibly unhelpful.
I'd like to hear some.
This is from BuzzFeed, and
I'd like to hear some.
I already have an issue with this because it's crap.
All right.
And that's what we do here on this show.
Crap.
We have a very special birthday celebrant today. Let's do it again for Donnie Turner.
Happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
I stopped and visited Donnie on Saturday over at MPB. It's just an amazing place, and there's so much going on, but it's all so well coordinated. I don't know how they do it. I could spend a week there and never really figure it out. But looking at some of the cars that are waiting to be fixed and so forth, knowing that they've got the skilled employees, the techniques, but most of all, the standard. It's like, well, we don't want it to just look good or acceptable. That's not good enough at MPB. It never has been. With Donnie, it's his business. He is the owner, unlike many body shops today, which are owned by conglomerates and stuff. This is the one true body shop that is owned by the guy who's had it for over 4 decades, who cares about each and every outcome. Because, and believe me, to an extreme, is it possible to overcare? I'm not sure. But that's what makes them so successful. That's what makes them the place you should call when your car is damaged in a wreck. 27-REC with a W and the 334 area code is the number. And trust me, final inspection, it's tough, but it has to meet that incredibly high standard or they keep it until it does. So when you get your car, in many cases, and I've had this fed back to me by listeners over the years, I didn't even recognize it because it hasn't looked that good since the day it came out of the dealership. That's the result you deserve. Alabama law says you get to choose. So don't get bullied by an insurance adjuster telling, well, you know, no, the law says you get to pick. So choose wisely. Montgomery Paint and Body. And happy birthday, Donnie Turner. You are a miracle. 814.
We have a minor accident reported east-south Boulevard at Strathmore. That'll be just past Honey Baked Hams as you're headed towards Troy Highway. Please be careful out there this morning. No other issues that we're aware of. A lot of busy building, early morning traffic all over the area. Come by Thompson Tractor in Montgomery and check out their incredible selection of used equipment at their used equipment sales center. See the machines that get the big jobs done. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Barracuda. An evening with Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Center with the 2026 tour September 24th at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Center performing vintage songs from Heart and more. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com, Impact.org, or the Impact box office. Don't miss an evening with Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Center, Thursday, September 24th, 8 p.m. live at the Impact.
In August, buy any large pizza at Pizza Perfect and get $2 off any medium pizza. Pizza Perfect's buffet includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink. Only $13. $12 for seniors, first responders, and military. The buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pizza Perfect is also available for pickup and delivery. Get $2 off a medium pizza with the purchase of any large pizza at Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard, Eastbrook.
It's August 3rd, the greatest day ever. On the 3rd of August, 1996, the Macarena becomes the #1 song in the country. It would be stuck on the top 100 for 62 weeks, and now it's stuck in your head. Have a great August 3rd, the greatest day ever.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Up and down oil prices are down again, dropping after President Trump canceled plans for a large-scale attack on Iran. The president says Gulf allies pleaded with him to hold off. He says that fresh talks with Iran are scheduled for later today. The president's $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund has been formally terminated by Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche. The move follows weeks of talks with 2 Republican senators who had been blocking his attorney general nomination. There's nothing yet on a motive for a deadly attack over the weekend at an Idaho fast food restaurant. 2 people killed, 7 others wounded in the mass shooting at the In-N-Out Burger. Stocks preparing for a higher open this morning on Wall Street. The Dow futures are up 559 points. Nasdaq futures better by 38. The S&P futures are up 38 points as well. This is SRN News.
Imagine getting this kind of news. Karen Collins was in her 20s. She was newly married, and then her husband, Michael, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
And he told me, and I just cried because I didn't really know what the plan was.
There was another fear, too, the medical bills. And thankfully, they were members of Medi-Share, and Medi-Share came through for them, and not just financially.
But they called and they said, hey, we know you're going through treatment. We just wanted to call and pray for you. And it rocked my world. And every time they called, it was like, how can we pray for you right now? How are you doing today?
Medi-Share was a blessing to us because They just made it so easy.
Yes, Medishare can save you a lot of money, but as Karen and Michael discovered, it's also about knowing you're not going through life's hardest moments alone. Call now. See why so many people have made the switch to Medishare. Here's the number. It's 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45.
Greetings. Welcome to the show.
Why is there a watermelon?
You said you wanted watermelon.
And also, August 3rd is National Watermelon Day.
Watermelon.
Holy watermelon! National Watermelon Day today.
Very impressed with this seedless watermelon. They've done it. We now have seedless watermelon.
National Watermelon Day.
Come on.
It's showtime.
You love watermelon? It's your day. I will not be celebrating. 19 minutes after 8 o'clock. I'm not good with foods that are sticky.
Yeah.
Jeff is on the line.
Hey.
Y'all were talking about Taco Bell. I tell you, the best restaurant to get tacos in Montgomery is Salsaritas on Vaughn Road. This guy makes everything from scratch, including the shell.
I've never heard of it. What's the name of it again?
Salsarita.
It's Salsaritas.
I've
right
been there.
there.
It's been a long time, but I've been there. Yeah.
They make the best tacos. You get 2 tacos, a drink, and chips and salsa for like $10, $12.
Mm-hmm. It's always good. It's always good.
worth-
No doubt.
And you can actually take the tacos and drive all the way across town and they not be soggy when you get there. That says a lot right there in its own. He said you don't never know what you get in a Taco Bell because they don't use real hamburger. They use all that salty stuff.
When I was rebuilding my life and I was doing anything I could to find an extra buck, I had a friend that managed a Taco Bell, so I would help him late at night sometimes. And that was a trip, 43 seconds. The sack of meat, you put in the water to make it hot for the tacos. Chalupas took 43 seconds to turn into whatever they are.
Well, they open at 11 o'clock, and I highly recommend them.
All right. Well,
You know where
thanks
the
for reminding me.
where
It's
the
been.
Walmart is on Vaughn Road.
Absolutely.
Right
Vaughn
across-
Road and
right
what's the
across-
nearest cross street?
It's across the street from what is now Piggly Wiggly.
Bank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cross Street and Swiss Bank.
Yep.
Thanks for the heads up, the dining tip, if you will. It's 21 minutes after 8. It actually feels nice outside this morning.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
I wouldn't go as far as to say if it feels nice. It just feels nicer. It's a little more bearable, and it was very noticeable yesterday, and certainly this morning when you went outside, you could really tell. Mostly sunny today, even though we're cloudy right now. The high temperature today are near 90, low tonight down to about 72. With isolated, widely scattered, mainly afternoon and evening storms each day this week. But only a few towns will be affected. Many towns will stay dry. High temperature tomorrow up to about 92. 93 on Wednesday, 94 Thursday and Friday. Lows at night in the lower 70s. Little day-to-day change. And triple-digit heat indices will be back. But it'll take till, maybe Thursday before we have to deal with that again. Right now, this morning, cloudy skies. It's 72, 822.
When the heat hits to the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
Thank you. I'm here to tell you about Heirloom Jewelers. True Booth at Heirloom Jewelers, waiting to hear from you. With this phone number, 260-0066. He's got a degree from the Gemological Institute of America and offers fair and honest values and pricing, as well as free evaluations as well. Now, they're closed today. He'll still take your call. He'll return it if need be, but you can call that number and it's going to go directly to him. His voicemail, not an answering service, not anything like that. He's the one that's going to either answer that phone or he's going to return that call that you're leaving a message for. You can also text that number as well, by the way, 260-0066. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4, Saturday, 10 to 2, but that's by appointment only, so you got to call and make that appointment. He gives free evaluations as well. Located at 5272 Hampstead High Street. It's a Grandparents opened the store in 1977. This isn't a here today, gone tomorrow type of thing, nor is the jewelry type of that situation either, because it is all antique heirloom pieces, beautiful pieces. Take a look at their, well, you can go to their Facebook page or Instagram or just their website, which is heirloomjewelers.com. If you go there, you can see the collection, the history of all the different pieces. If something strikes you there, make note of it, call Troop, tell them, hey, you've got interest in that, and you guys can talk about it. You can also, if you've got jewelry, let Troop know that, hey, I've got some jewelry. If you know what it is exactly, tell him that. If you're not sure, he'll probably ask you to send him a picture. He'll take a look at it. You may want to get a closer look and schedule an appointment, but he'll give you that free evaluation on what you've got, maybe even sell it for you, either to him or help you get it sold somewhere else, but he can do that for you. So that's Heirloom Jewelers, 5272 Hampstead High Street. They are, you can call them at 260-0066. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and online at heirloomjewelers.com.
Boy, pardon me, the post-Fauci hearing blowback continues. There's 3 states now investigating him for possible crimes. And I don't know if you caught it, but in his diary, he called Florida Governor Ron DeSantis a disgrace.
Yeah.
Ron DeSantis on Fox News announcing an investigation. Go for it, man.
Now,
if anybody's going to get it done.
Tell
it's
me
him.
about his the fact that he's been pardoned.
State.
It doesn't.
It doesn't cover a state. If a state sues him, it does, or whatever the case, it does not cover the state.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
All right.
has-
That's what I was wondering about.
Has no pardon there. So I think he's going to be spending a considerable portion of his $427,000 government pension. Think about that. Almost $500,000.
Yep.
Plus Social Security.
Yeah.
And it can't happen fast enough. All right. I'm going to be a little defensive here because I was talking to somebody yesterday whose child was giving her a hard time about being a boomer.
Oh.
What did we do that we are subject to the scorn? I have here.
Proud to be who I am, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we are the spawn. I don't mean to put Rich Thomas into such a clinical term, but we are the spawn of the greatest generation ever.
We are. Yeah.
They taught us what we know. They taught us the rules of life and how to be and treat people and the golden rule and all
You know,
that.
because of the adversity they went through, including the war, including the Depression.
Yes.
They passed that kind of knowledge on to us.
And they wanted to make it better for us so we would do well and then
sure
make it
did.
better for our kids.
Yeah.
So it just, and we actually, believe it or not, we have learned a few things along the way. So I get this thing today. It's called Boomer Advice That's Incredibly Unhelpful.
Okay. I'm curious. I can't.
It's from
curious.
BuzzFeed.
Curious
Communists
to
that
see
they are.
what that would
Bolsheviks.
be.
It'd be nice if they had an alternate of boomer advice that's, give us the unhelpful, but also give us the helpful.
See, Junior makes a good point here.
I'm curious, what they would come up with on the opposite end of
Junior does.
But I've never given this advice. Listen to some of the crap that's on here. Quote, just stop going to the movies and you'll be able to buy a house. Who's ever said
never
that
heard-
to anybody?
I've never heard that.
My dad never said that to me.
No.
He did tell me you better learn how to gap these spark plugs or you'll have to pay somebody to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to pay Don Duncan to do it. Next one, walk into a business, hand the manager your resume, and you'll get hired. Just buy a starter home in the expensive part of town. This is lunacy. This makes no sense.
No.
And
Where
I
did
don't
they
know
pull these
anybody.
from?
None of these have made sense.
I've never heard these before.
Change your startup's name so it starts with an A and appears first in the phone book.
Okay. I mean,
Well, at
you
one
know.
time that may have made sense,
Well, look at the phone.
but then they finally didn't they clamp down on that?
I think they did, yeah.
Where you couldn't start if you were, let's say, the Aardvark Insurance Agency,
Yeah.
you couldn't spell Aardvark with 10 A's, so it'd be first in the phone.
That's
book.
why there's like AAA pest control, quadruple A pest
Of
control,
course. Yeah.
AAA plumbing.
And nobody uses a phone book anymore anyway. Let's see. Find somebody you can tolerate. Start a family, and eventually you'll fall in love.
Find somebody you can tolerate.
Start a family, then so that you can
maybe
fall in
you'll
love.
fall in love after.
Nobody ever said this to me, and I certainly never said it to anybody else.
A family, you find somebody you can tolerate.
Although
go ahead and fall in love.
I've known a few people in my time. I could never get a date.
I always, when I go into I haven't seen a Hallmark store in forever, but when I go into the card section, I always ask, where's your tolerate section?
Where's your what?
Your tolerate section.
Oh.
I've tolerated you for so many years. Happy anniversary.
Nobody's ever said that to me, but I have said to a couple of people, one maybe my demographic and maybe a couple who were younger.
Mm-hmm.
They never have a date. They describe themselves as lonely. And my comment is, maybe you're a little bit too fussy. I mean, when we were really young, you could find a flaw with somebody and say, ooh, that mole, I can't deal with that. Or something stupid like that.
I understand what you're saying.
When you're young
and
immature.
there's something to be said for that. Yes.
So sometimes maybe we're just a little too fussy. That's as close as I can come on that one. The next one says, if you're short on rent, just ask the landlord to lower it for a while.
Oh, yeah, they're going to do that.
Yeah.
They're going to do that.
Can't you just ask him to lower it? That's just a great idea.
Hey, listen.
Wherever they got this from, I don't know what boomers they took this from, but good God.
BuzzFeed. They hate boomers. Next, spend $40,000 on your wedding because that's what people do. No. Some do, some don't. It depends on what people want. You want a great party? That's what I did for Goose. It was worth it. It was an awesome night and one I will remember for the rest of my life.
More and more couples now are getting the deed done, the wedding done, and then having a celebration, quote unquote, later up.
Yeah. Don't worry about whether you can afford kids. There's never a perfect time.
I've heard that. There's never a perfect time for, to have children or whatever the case. There's never a perfect time to have children or some other big thing in life.
You know what I hate?
What?
Anytime I hear somebody say, I wouldn't bring a baby into this miserable world. What an ignorant, stupid, moronic, dumb thing to say.
I have no desire to have kids.
No, I was not told.
It has.
You're not alone.
It has nothing to do with the world.
No, there's a lot of people in your general age group, 35 to 50, who absolutely did not want to have kids. And you shouldn't if you really don't want one.
Absolutely, no.
Right.
One of the problems we have is there's too many kids born to people who really did not want to be parents, aren't equipped to be parents, etc.
No doubt.
Now, this one, I swear I never heard this from anybody. Less than 3 cigarettes a day and you're okay.
I have no idea.
I did learn from a health professional that more people now get lung cancer that never smoked a day in their life.
Oh, yeah, sure. I know that.
But anyway, BuzzFeed, that's the biggest pile of crap I've seen in 2026. And I just wasted 5 minutes of everybody's time with that. It is off to the traffic dungeon at 8:32. Morning Maroons ahead.
Well, at the moment, busy building early morning traffic all over the area. We had an accident earlier, South Boulevard, right near Strathmore, but we believe that one is out of the way now. Please be safe out there. Busy all over the area. We will keep you updated. Upgrade your home with Davis Door and Sash, the trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit Davis Door and Sash, Alabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
1819 News.
The Alabama Republican Party met this past weekend to prepare for the upcoming midterm elections. This also includes special elections that are going to be happening this month in the state of Alabama regarding 4 congressional districts. The meeting of the party members and the Republican Executive Committee is the first one to be held with the new ALGOP chairman, Scott Stadhagen. One of the major issues addressed during that meeting was the closed primary issue, especially after the Alabama Democrat Party's vice chairwoman, Tabitha Eisner, encouraged Democrat voters to cross over in the special primary elections and influence the outcome of Republican candidates for the upcoming November general election. The party voted unanimously to update the party's platform to be in full support of closing primaries and having a party registration. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Did you know that 70% of people experience a potentially traumatic event in their lifetime, and that 6 out of every 100 adults face PTSD every day? Help us bring hope to these survivors by signing up for your Alabama Distinctive PTSD Awareness License Plate today. The great thing is you can sign up no matter when your current plate renews, and the first year is complimentary. All you need is your VIN number on hand. Drive awareness, drive hope, and customize your plate today at atease.org.
The Alabama school superintendent, Dr. Eric Mackey, says that artificial intelligence is here to stay, and it's now the task of educators in Alabama to help students utilize it ethically and properly. Mackey was on Capital Journal, which is a program from Alabama Public Television.
What we need to know, and what all of our students need to know, is how it works, how to use it ethically, and how to safeguard yourself against the dangers and biases that might be built into it. So we're working on that now.
I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson with the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Here are several ways to attract more buyers to your home. First, price it right to sell, not to sit. An accurate market analysis will tell you what price it should be. Next, prepare the home to show and sell by deep cleaning by a professional cleaner, including carpet. Declutter all rooms, including closets. Evaluate flooring, replace if needed. Paint inside and out where needed, and make the kitchen and bath sparkle. How about the exterior? Are the colors faded on the shutters or fascia? Power washing them and all sidewalks and driveways and patios prior to listing the house. Remember, your price and curb appeal will create a showing appointment. Your condition of the house will make them stay and look longer and buy quicker. For all the steps you need to take to get your house ready for sale, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 334-221-2883 or 334-551-0225.
Man, everything costs more these days. Yep. That's why we need people like Rhett Marcus. He cut $1.5 billion in taxes.
Wait, $1.5 billion? That's a big deal. Didn't President Trump and Senator Katie Britt endorse him?
Uh-huh, they sure did.
Sounds like Rhett's the right man for Alabama.
I'll be voting for him on August 11th.
Me too.
I'm Rhett Marcus, the Trump-endorsed candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Rhett for Alabama.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state, while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Martha Stewart celebrates August 3rd and Grab Some Nuts Day.
Just look at all these amazing nuts in front of me.
Martha likes looking at amazing nuts.
I love nuts. I love delicious fresh nuts.
She loves delicious fresh nuts.
They have a white and sort of oily flesh. You don't break the nut meat.
But don't break the nut meat.
These are very hard to crack.
And enjoy Grab Some Nuts Day.
Yum.
Yum. It is 8:38 already. 22 minutes, and soon the fast will be over. I just hate anything that interrupts the regular morning routine, right?
I know.
We have I don't think this qualifies as a maroon story, but I do have questions. There's a plant, not a in the ground plant. It was a fish processing plant in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It was abandoned 20 years ago, and they have finally begun the process of removing thousands of gallons of rotting fish sauce from this plant because of the stink it was creating. The question is, why did it take 20 years?
The people of St. Mary's can take their town back away from this fish sauce. We couldn't be more proud than to be standing here today and watching this fish sauce leave this community.
Ew, rotting fish sauce.
20 years?
Ridiculous.
Really? I mean, that's just nuts.
That's ridiculous.
Here is a Zillow listing in Colorado. A lot of people like to spend time on Zillow. I guess they just daydream and stuff. But because I'd rather talk to Eddie Bader. 322-0662. You're better with Bader. This one, though, has one little codicil to it.
The ad is unreal. Who would buy a home sight unseen with an occupant still in it? This is the last thing that my husband bought for me before he passed. This is where I raised my children. The bank has been unwilling to work with me. We took out the loan, the actual loan on this house in 2006. In 15 years, 2021, this home would have been paid off. I've had 3 attorneys that could not even get this straightened out. We put a lot of work into this property. I'm staying. They can come on in, but I'm not leaving.
She's the occupant. They'd have to find a way to get rid of her to buy the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid, isn't it? Or am I missing something there?
No, it's pretty bad.
This is kind of weird. Years ago on the morning show, we used to do a contest. We would use car keys, pencils for percussion, anything in the studio, shaking a chain of paper clips, whatever, to create the intro to a song. And you had to guess what the song was. And I thought about this today because a cover band with 3 people sitting on the floor using a toy cash register, an electric dollar bill counter, a bowl of change, and paper checks recreated the intro to Pink Floyd's Money. This is not the song. This is... We should try that sometime. Using different things to
create the sound. Well, it goes back to I love that story we saw on the Bee Gees special about the roadway. In Miami. Was it
for
Miami?
Jive Talk?
Yeah. Where's
Should I tell that story real quick?
Yeah. What roadway is that again?
I used to drive it every morning when I first worked for our current boss over on South Beach. And it's 395, also called the MacArthur Causeway. And when it was first built, it was one of the cement
the
interstate
cement
links.
blocks. Yeah, sure.
And because cement expands when it's hot, you would have real thick bumpers between each block of cement that stuck out above the surface. So when you drove over it, and the way they were spaced, it made a certain rhythm. And the Bee Gees, who lived in Miami, used to go to South Beach to record, and this is the sound.
There it is.
Thump. Not that. This. If you go the right speed limit, that's the sound that your car tires make.
Pretty innovative.
Now they made that song in 1974 when they used to go over to South Beach to record. I don't know that it still makes that sound anymore.
Because they've stopped with
cement,
concrete.
Yeah. In fact, it's weird. I was coming back. We did a remote in Hope Hull a long time ago, and as I'm driving back 65 northbound, I said, "There's something about this that's different." And what I realized was it was still the original surface of 65 at that time, and it was cement.
Oh yeah.
And you had the same thing. It wasn't the same rhythm, but the bumpers on the cement.
Can you imagine what that cost back then? The cement.
No. But today when you can talk on your phone in the car properly, it's the new asphalt. Like they're repaving 85. It's like they're doing it in 5-mile sections.
Yeah.
It's so quiet.
Mhm.
You don't hear the road, and your tires making a lot of racket. Got Billy on the line at 8:44.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Rich, you might have crossed these rumble strips, but at Auburn University behind Jordan Air Stadium.
Yeah, make some music. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the neatest thing in the world.
What
don't they have?
What roadway is that? What street is
I
that?
wish I could tell you.
Yeah.
It's directly behind Jordan Air.
Pretty cool. How? Yeah.
It is,
What an
it is
innovative idea. Right.
Don't they?
Yes, it
Isn't
is.
part of Route 66? Isn't the pavement carved a certain way so that your tires play a melody?
Just like this Auburn situation, it plays the Auburn theme song.
Oh.
Not on Route 66, but on
No,
Route
no,
66, I
no.
think it plays.
What does it play? Probably plays the song, right?
No. It's like America the Beautiful or God Bless
Yeah.
America or
Is that
something.
right?
I can't
Right.
remember. Yeah.
Cool, Billy. Thank you.
Anyway.
Michael.
Y'all take care.
You
Appreciate
too.
it.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Truckers, listen up. A $2,500 sign-on bonus only at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Work for a company that puts God and family first. 855-777-9785. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Last week, the numbers were stifling outside. Just ridiculous numbers on the high temperatures, on the heat index. The dew points were in the upper 70s, for heaven's sakes. So this is we're enjoying a step in the right direction as the front moves through over the weekend. This is the front that brought all the storms. What a stormy weekend it was. Mostly sunny today, even though we're cloudy right now. A little bit more bearable than it has been, with a high temperature today near 90. We stay below normal, below triple digits on the heat index. Low tonight, 72. Isolated, widely scattered, random, mostly afternoon and evening storms each day this week. But more towns stay dry than get wet. With a high tomorrow around 92. 93 on Wednesday, 94 on Thursday and Friday, lows in the low 70s at night, and little day-to-day change, except I think we'll go back to triple digits on the heat index by about late week. Right now, cloudy and 72, 846.
Back to school shopping starts now, and ASC Credit Union has you covered. Our back to school loan helps you pay for supplies, laptops, clothes, and more. Stop by your local ASC branch or apply today at yourasccu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
I hope nobody listening to this show has to go through a major surgery like the one I just had, but I got to tell you, I never appreciated Adam's Drugs more than I did during the last few weeks, because there were always these different needs. If you ever have this surgery, it will save your life and you can make a complete recovery. I'm getting closer. I'll find out today. But driving and, when it hurts to walk and all that stuff, it's great to have friends who deliver when you need things as well. They just were so incredibly accommodating. Not that I'm surprised by any of this. I've been telling you this for years. Normally, I just walk in, and I never go in and out of Adam's Drugs. I always stay and chat. It's just conducive to that, and you get to know the people that work there. So if you call and you have a question or whatever you need, they're more than ready to, they treat you like a friend and not just another face in the crowd. And it's worth it, especially when it comes to your health. And they try to save you money whenever they can, too. On copays, they do take time. Time is what they stock in great inventory there, because if you have questions, looking for the right over-the-counter solution for something you're dealing with, whatever it is, they will take that time and make sure that when you leave, you've got exactly what you wanted. AdamsDrugs.net, by the way, coming to Tallahassee soon. How about that? That's kind of exciting. A new location. AdamsDrugs.net for the location nearest you as we hit the traffic dungeon next, 8:48.
Well, traffic continues to be a bit busy around the Montgomery area, but we have not seen any real issues. A couple of minor things earlier, but right now traffic flows good. Traffic light to moderate. Interstates, boulevards, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. At McKinnon Toyota, they've got 3.9% financing on Tacomas at the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. Exit 212 on 565 in Clanton. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Live, local talk. The River Region's most trusted voice for news and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Stop is a little reminder that you did something stupid.
What?
For using ChatGPT. Thanks, Cat Baby. Good stuff. Here's your phone. Good stuff.
All right, at 8:50, it's time for our Morning Maroons, brought to you by J&J Power Sports Outdoors, your go-to bad boy dealer. Guess what state we're starting in?
You want to go with Florida, Jay? Or
Yeah, well, you know, it's always a safe bet.
Okay.
Because Florida is where we're starting today.
Okay.
A guy named James Tidwell stands accused of stealing power tools, and when he was arrested, he was dressed as Superman. He's being charged with felony burglary of unoccupied conveyance and first-degree petty theft. It's presumed by police that he was wearing the Superman outfit when he was arrested. Dummy. All right. Second, trying to cue up the next audio clip here. A man from West Virginia was arrested after stealing $17,000 worth of Little Debbie snacks. It sounds like he was caught trying to offload the Little Debbie snacks at a flea market. Now, sometimes you go to a flea market and you see things.
I just can't imagine going there. It's like, oh, look.
That's over 15,000 Little Debbie cakes.
Yeah.
And, you know, they do have people that go to flea markets to
offload the, yeah.
And there are law enforcement people that go there suspecting they may catch somebody with stolen contraband.
And when you're coming in with that much.
Here's the detective.
One of their delivery drivers was fraudulently issuing invoices to 3 different stores without delivering product. We heard he was around some local flea markets in the area. They knew right off the bat that something wasn't adding up because when they got billed for the invoice, they don't pay it out without scanning the product first. So they didn't have the product to scan, so they disputed the invoices with McKee Foods.
Now, having had 3 different greeting cards over the last few years stolen because they had a gift card, one had some cash, dumb. From the United States Post Office, I know you're surprised.
I'm shocked.
A USPS employee was arrested for stealing a winning Pick 4 Florida lottery ticket that was sent through the mail and then claimed the prize for himself. Why did he think he would get away from that?
I'm wondering, yeah.
Because if it never arrived at the destination and it was cashed in, it's very easy to figure out.
How do they know what's inside of the envelope?
That's what I want to know, too.
Yeah.
So, dumbest of the dumb. The Superman little power tool thief, the Little Debbie douchebag, or the postal employee.
The lottery things. Well,
That's really stupid.
Man. Yeah, that feels stupid. So does the I say Twinkie. It's
The
Twinkie and Little Debbie are very different.
This is true.
And what is it with the Superman outfit here? So, I mean, I don't know. It's a toss-up. What do you think?
I'm going to go with the lottery thing.
Yeah, I will too, only because didn't think it through. They just don't give you a check. And
The Little Debbie guys didn't think it through either.
Well, that's true.
But yeah, I
That
get
was stupid, but they may have been stupid, but a postal employee should know better.
What an imbecile. What an ultramaroon.
Hey there, Crawdad. How can we help you at 853?
Superman suits smoke themselves or Little Debbie's. Reason I called, I heard you guys talking about the road where you graded the road.
Yeah.
I remember this from a long time ago. I don't know if it's still the case, but coming back up from Gainesville to coming up this way through Georgia, when you crossed over the Suwannee River, they had graded it that it would play the little piece from the...
How about that? I see that bridge. I used to see that bridge in I-10.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you're right. I've forgotten all about that, but you're right.
Yeah. It was the first time Granddad told me, he said, now listen to this. Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I only went under the bridge. I didn't go over it, so.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
Thanks for the heads up on that. At 8:54. One final trip to the traffic dungeon where Scooper is back.
Hey, really good Monday morning. Only a few minor things, and traffic flow right now light to moderate all over the area. A bit busy east South Boulevard, I-65 and 85, Prattville, Millport, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. At McKenna Nissan, you can get up to $5,000 off a new Nissan Frontier at the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. Woodville J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Attention River Region business owners. Local counties are now inspecting and enforcing backflow prevention requirements. Headley Plumbing is fully certified to install, repair, and test backflow preventers, helping you stay compliant and avoid costly violations. We've been serving the River Region for decades with dependable professional service you can trust. No membership, no contract, just fair, reliable service. Call Headley Plumbing at 285-3667 or visit headleyplumbing.com. In our business, a flush beats a full house.
Headley Metal Buildings has been your source for quality metal buildings in the River Region since 2007. Carports up to 24 feet wide, RV covers, storage buildings, even a sturdy metal barn up to 54 feet wide. Your structure can be customized, installed on level ground, and comes with a 20-year warranty. Let Headley Metal Buildings help you find the perfect solution. Financing available. Call 285-3667 for details or find Headley Metal Buildings on Facebook.
In August, buy any large pizza at Pizza Perfect and get $2 off any medium pizza. Pizza Perfect's buffet includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink. Only $13. $12 for seniors, first responders, and military. The buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pizza Perfect is also available for pickup and delivery. Get $2 off a medium pizza with the purchase of any large pizza at Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard, Eastbrook.
Hi, I'm Brian McMahon with Turf Stalkers. Within a few months of advertising with Blue Water, our customer base doubled. If you're looking for similar results, we highly recommend advertising with Blue Water.
Radio reaches over 90% of everyone in the River Region. Shouldn't your ads be out there where your customers are? Call us to find out more. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Hi, I'm Gil Fulbright. The people that run my campaign, they've made this commercial, and I'm in it. This campaign, it's not about me. It's about crafting a version of me that'll appeal to you. A version that visits random work sites with paid actors pointing at things. A version of me that doesn't find old people loathsome, pointless. Has a conventionally attractive yet curiously still family. Listening to my constituents, legislating, these are things I don't do. What I do is spend about 70% of my time raising funds for re-election. I'd do anything to stay in office. My name's Gil Fulbright, but hell, I'll change my name to Phil Goldbright or Bill Fulbright or fill up my mouth with farts. These are the things that are important to me. And these are the fine people that finance my campaign. Now, in order to do these things, I have to stay in office. And to stay in office, I have to keep these guys happy. Now, if any of these things make these guys unhappy, well, my hands are tied. So come November, the choice is clear. You want another spineless mouthpiece for special interest and lobbyists?
Yeah,
Or a spineless mouthpiece for special interest and lobbyists?
the last one.
I'm Philip, a mouth with farts, and I approve this message.
I thought of that. I love those. And the one with his wife is even funnier. But I saw a political ad. And by the way, one of the benefits of advertising on YouTube is that I can hit the skip button.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
bye-bye. You can't hit the skip button on this radio station, right?
No. Well, no,
Never mind.
not on this radio station. You can't. No. Podcast you can, but no.
Yeah. Because we're live, and that's the excitement.
And there's
But there was
a
a political ad on TV. If you didn't know, you would think it was Gil Fulbright, because there he was with his curiously still family. And there he was with paid actors at a fake work site pointing at things. I thought, man, do they think we're that stupid that
Yeah, I
we
know.
can't tell the difference? And
Looking forward to those state fair photo ops.
yeah, stucking on a chili dog
Yeah.
or chowing down on a
Big turkey leg.
big drumstick. It's just the world has become a parody of itself, friends. And we'll prove it this afternoon at 3 with David Blackman when we tour the great American idiocracy that takes place from 3:30 to 5. I do believe that Tom's going to be with us this afternoon. So tune in for that. In the meantime, we have Alabama Unfiltered next and Joey at noon. And I'll see you at 3 after Joey.
Broadcasting from the Riverside